anyway.
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Not One Saving Throw. I am your host, Tired as Fuck.
I'm tired as fuck.
My name's Maggie.
Hey, Taff.
I'm Maggie.
Is there anybody who'd like to give the recap today? What happened last time?
Got it.
Nose goes.
Like Wolf X Bear action. So bad out of context.
We said surprise, motherfucker, and then we bashed a mage into the fucking bed.
All
Pretty
right.
awesome.
So last time, the Drowning Rams were finishing the dungeon beneath the manor. They at one point decided to split up. Warren and Jill were one group, Belfie and Barsley another, and then Hellfreak and Wisteria. Eventually, they were able to clear the rest of the dungeon, slaughtering almost everybody they came across, except for one little known, Droop.
Jill got hit for the first time this
Goblin.
entire campaign.
Goblin. Yes.
I actually have a question.
Yes.
I thought it was a goblin, not a gnome.
It is. Yeah, I was correcting
He's a
myself.
goblin.
Oh.
I was about to correct myself. It was a goblin. A goblin named Droop, not a gnome. Sorry, my bad.
I swear to fucking God, I'm gonna make.
And he speaks common.
He does.
He's
And
What if he-
they also found a letter with the black spider insignia. Hellfreak also found a ledger that has who Barsley's father was sold to. And that is where we left off. What are y'all doing in here?
Barsley's daddy.
Take it away, Drowning Rams.
Also not it.
Nose goes.
Nose goes.
Are we picking up immediately where we left off, where we were like...
I don't remember where we left off.
Okay.
You
I
guys
got this.
had just killed the red brands in this room.
Yeah, we had just finished looting everything, so we can go back to town.
Yes.
Or
Yeah, you can go
We
back
need to go outside the cave entrance right here. I thought you're also possibly gonna choose
if you
that.
want to. You can go.
there was
you
also
can go where.
over here there was a light that came from. So it was an opening we haven't been through.
That was the rest of the cave, yeah.
So we can go there.
I'm for it.
Same.
Cool. So
Unless we want to take another rest as well. I don't know if that's.
do we need one? I mean, I'd be down for one.
What do we need a rest for? We're fine.
Do we need another long rest?
Good, personally.
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm personally fine.
I thought we long rested.
We did not.
The only reason I would want one is to heal the rest of my health, but I actually didn't fix
You
it
know
on
what?
here.
Doesn't that mean
No,
you
no,
guys have
come
like no spell slots though?
No, I still got
I
like
didn't
5
fight.
of this thing.
That's what I thought we
I
leveled
remember
up
the
because I cleared
casters-
my spell slots.
Come here.
Yeah, I remember the casters complaining.
I would never. On mine, I have 0. Like mine reset, and I
Well,
track it. So
mine-
did we rest?
We did not. Not a long rest.
I say we do
I,
another long rest.
Well, we don't level up until we long rest, for the record, and we didn't.
Yeah,
long
yeah.
rest last time.
So let's do that.
Can we take a nap?
We take
just
nappy.
nap in this room. It's
Level up until
probably not a
long rest.
great
What do you
idea.
think this is?
I mean,
Why don't
yeah,
we just go
barracks.
throw the bodies into the thing? We'll just add.
We are gonna have to clean the bodies up. Damn it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is our place now. We gotta
Definitely.
clean all this up, actually.
Eh.
So I start throwing the bodies in the
In the
In the
pit of
thingy.
never decay? That's the worst place
Yeah.
to put them.
No, I would suggest
Well, slow
not putting
decay,
them
but
there.
Yeah, they'll stink twice as long.
Well, we could burn them.
That's an idea. Give
Dump them
a
in the hole
holy
and
run.
then burn them.
Oh, I can read.
How long would it take to burn them, Bobby?
Probably just as long.
Can I do that calculation?
of course.
I'm not actually going to attempt to do math, so.
Well, burning isn't decay, so, you know.
That's true.
Because it's necromantic magic, not fire magic.
The
Does it all
FBI
That's true.
watching my Google's list is gonna be like, why the fuck is she googling this?
How long does it take for a body to decay? Where do I get a massive amount of lye?
I mean, I did clear out the pit of decay, so we could set it all on fire once we dump the bodies in.
It'll be like our own little hell pit right
Okay.
there for a while.
Oh,
Yeah.
So from your estimation, typically it takes a body to decay weeks to years. But for burning, it could take anywhere between 2 to 3 hours.
Yeah, I know burning wouldn't take long.
Also, where's all the smoke gonna go?
There's an opening right, like, there.
Yes, but where does that go?
Well, we should check it out.
We
Which is
should.
what I was... After we long rest.
Well, let's just for
We
now
should
dump the
just
bodies
toss
in
the
the
bodies in
thing
the pit.
and put them on fire later.
Throw them in the
Can't we
pit.
just pay somebody to dump the bodies?
in the cavern
Okay, let's just put them in the pit.
of no aging or increased aging? What was it?
Slow aging.
Slow, dude.
Slow aging. Oh, okay.
Slow decay, yeah.
So these bodies will be fresh for a while.
We can
Yeah.
also at some point just get a fuck ton of dirt at some point and just fucking fill it in if we really wanted to.
We
Mhm.
could.
That's a
like
lot
under
of
the fucking
dirt.
window.
That's
That is a lot of
a
dirt.
We don't have
massive amount
to.
of
We
dirt.
don't have to like fill up the entire thing, just the bottom part, a decent amount.
I mean, we could also just collapse it
This is
in on
really-
itself.
You could just blow the ceiling and just knock out the whole section of the game.
This
Yeah,
is
but I
an
have a question.
extremely macabre conversation.
Those barrels, they're full of wine, correct?
The type of conversation we're in. with that.
It's
They are.
some are wine, some is like food, like dried meats.
We
Alcohol is flammable, isn't it?
Fuck.
Wait a
it's
minute.
also
More food in
terribly
there. It's
sad
like a
waste.
fridge. Hold on. We can store food in there.
Barsley asked a
food
question, by the
tastes.
way.
Barsley?
Barsley,
Do we
had a-
want to burn the alcohol?
What was
Well-
Barsley's question?
Alcohol is flammable, isn't it?
Oh.
Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you get what I'm throwing down, as they say?
Why'd you burn the rum?
Why is the rum gone?
Why don't we just put the bodies in the pit, pour the alcohol over them, and then set it aflame?
What is... This is wine?
Seems a horrible waste of alcohol.
Wine
We
is
could always get more.
flammable, but not that flammable.
True, you need the hard alcohol for that.
If it was like
It
shine,
would burn off quicker than it would even eat through the clothes.
Well, it was worth a shot.
Fuck.
This is not really an important conversation.
It's really not. I don't know why we're still.
Let's just put
The
the
real
bodies in the
question
pit.
is-
We'll
That's
worry
not
about
getting
them
rid of the
later.
bodies.
Do
It's like, we want to move into
another
this house,
nap?
guys.
We can worry about it later.
Do we want to take a nap or do we want to explore the cave now?
Nap.
Nap.
That's 3 for nap.
Oh.
I'm good with not napping, so I'll keep the. I'll do the first watch in that case.
I was about to say, let the people.
I also
People
not
nap.
nap, but that's just me.
I don't know
So-
how you.
It's 3, 4,
have
2
spell
against
slots.
Warren.
That's why I'm like. I could
Uh,
have swore we rested.
Warren.
Yeah, not last.
Uh,
You woke up from a
Mm.
rest at the beginning of last session.
Oh, okay.
But then we fought again, so I don't know how much spells you guys went through. Or how many spells you guys went through.
I have so many spells.
Yeah.
I only had to wackadoo twice, so
Oh shit.
I think we should rest for since Jill's low on health, and also so we can use our.
We
next
can get our level.
We can level up.
I'm over here trying to get my hands on you to heal you, but you won't take it.
What do
So
you
we can
mean? I'm
use our
right
next
here.
level.
Huh?
It's also so we can level up.
All right,
I
no more
mean,
bullshit.
yeah,
Long rest so we
I
can
guess.
level.
I'm already leveled,
Yeah,
but
long rest
whatever.
to level. You
You
don't
can't
get to level
use. You
until your
can't
long
use
rest.
it.
That's the
You
issue.
can't use any
We-
of your new stuff though. That's what I'm saying. Is what we
We
have to
have to
long
long
rest
rest.
before we can use our new level stuff.
DM, do we have to long rest, or can we just skip that silliness?
Skip
And
the
well,
silliness.
I want to hear what the DM has to say.
I would get my health back too. For free.
For free?
It's up to you, Emily.
I'm losing my shit right now.
I mean, I know that the book says that. I didn't even know that the book said that. Though I know now the book says that. I didn't know the book said that beforehand. It does make sense that you would rest to earn your stuff, though.
I think we should just rest.
We're resting. There's no reason not to.
Barsley keeps the first watch.
Okay. Gosh darn it. Okay, you guys already. Is anybody else watching with Barsley?
Dibs
No
on
one
gonna
else
that.
say-
could step up. Warren would.
Has Wiss and Barsley done one together yet?
Wisteria, Barsley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think so, actually.
I don't think so, actually. Yeah.
I don't remember. So no.
Oh, is this a table?
It's up to you. It could be Warren or Whis.
It's whichever. Hell, Joe can do it too. It doesn't matter.
Why not? Everybody gets a turn. At least
Everyone
Barsley.
wanting to have a watch with Barsley. He's such best boy.
Hold on, cat.
Like,
Hokage, you cannot fit up here. Nasty the gunyat.
That's what you think.
Get.
I fits, I sits.
If you're gonna break my shit. Remember, he won't move. Sorry. Hokage!
You misunderstood.
I love this. I love those two cats. They're such gremlins.
Legit just shoved him off and he just went with it. Kage!
You're better than your mom.
Oh my god, okay. I apologize. We're back. Alright, I'm fucking I'm ready to be on watch.
All right. Okay, so Barsley and Wisteria, you go ahead and start your first watch. It is quiet. The only sounds you really hear is the crackling of the torches from outside the room, maybe the occasional snoring from one of your comrades. But other than that, there's not really anything of note that happens during your watch.
Could I add a little flavor?
Of course.
First, let me ask who is in the room sleeping?
Dog is in the room sleeping on that bench right there.
Okay.
It's
Just
a really
shove all the
nice
bodies
bench.
to the corner of the room and
Yep.
Anybody
Jill's
else?
on the barrels.
Okay.
Sitting on one,
Yeah.
leaning on another.
So just those two? Warren?
Hmm?
Are
Warren
you
is
in the room
asleep standing up.
sleeping?
He's like standing up.
He's standing up
Literally-
just against the
literally
wall.
Sit down, lean against the wall, and fall asleep.
Yep. So that's weird.
And then our new little gremlin friend. What's his name again?
Droop.
Droop.
Droop. A droop.
Oh my gosh, I have an idea for that. So
Oh.
Jill tied one end of the rope around Droop and then the other end around her ankle so that way if he moves,
You
she'll wake
pet?
up.
Like,
Oh my
God.
That's fucking great.
Ew.
What are you doing?
We do not endorse slavery in this household.
It's not slavery. I just don't trust him not to slit anyone's throat in our sleep. We don't know him.
Why did you keep him?
I don't know where his figure went, so we're just gonna say he's on.
Is he
I see it right
here?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right here.
Oh, it's because there's a hand covering him. That's okay.
He's camouflaged.
He's
Yeah, he's just a little dude.
He's just sitting. We'll say he's sitting here on. Gosh darn it. He's sitting here
There
on
you
the
go.
corner, just kind of minding his own business.
He has like a coloring book.
I was gonna
He's not our
jokingly say.
child.
I was gonna jokingly say he's playing action figures with the cutlery to pass the
Dude,
time.
fuck yes. I love
Droop is
him.
just a child.
That's
Is
precious.
he actually a child or is he adult man?
No,
This
he's
is an
a-
adult man. This is an adult goblin man you're talking to.
This is an adult. This is an adult goblin, but he's bored as fuck because he's currently tied to a tabaxi
He's an
and can't
adult
do anything.
goblin, but a child at heart, okay?
If you want some crayons and a coloring book. Oh yes, I would.
I mean, if you want, I can throw him in the pit.
No.
Oh god.
I
Oh my
love
god.
him. Don't do that
Phil,
to
you're the
him.
one that advocated for adopting him.
No, just no one has said to kill him or not yet.
Don't kill him.
Never
Don't do
mind.
it.
Pretty sure Warren Edward was like, let's kill him.
No, he was
Warren
gonna let
like,
him
why
run.
the fuck? Yeah.
Warren was
Run.
just gonna let him fuck off.
He could, yeah.
I remember that. It's like, you're bringing that thing? Okay. Whatever. I don't care.
Right.
But as soon as he runs, we hunt him down for sport.
Oh my god.
God. Hunger Games.
Run.
Oh god. Anyway, and I assume Hellfreak went to the room to use the bed. Got it.
Yeah.
Yep.
So for my flavor, I was just gonna say that Barsley is like glancing over at everybody who's in the room sleeping to make sure they're fine. But he does more often check on Belfie. That's it.
Ooh.
Oh.
Wiss is gonna notice this. And she's just gonna look to Barsley and a wink and go, "Would you like to know what she's dreaming about?"
Bro?
I beg your pardon.
And I'm gonna send Lucy to hang out with Belfie.
Yo? Huh? Huh?
This is your second character that likes to snoop on people's dreams.
Listen, Mabel thought they were so tasty.
Barsley looks confused. What are you doing?
Just wait.
Listen, Wiz is a chismosa, okay?
You're asleep. And I will wait to hear what Belfie is dreaming about.
Oh shit.
DM, what is Belfie dreaming about?
I was gonna let you decide, Miss Belfie.
No,
Yeah.
don't put this on my shoulders. I'm not that creative.
It doesn't have to be creative. She could be dreaming about, like, jumping pieces of, or jumping bananas. I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be anything.
Belfie, do you want some bananas?
It's one of those really mundane dreams where she's just like going to the tavern and then going home.
Not again.
That's important. Wow.
Actually, I'm curious what Emily will come up with, so I want Emily to do it.
Okay.
Damn.
You've made a great mistake. No, I'm
Belfie.
just kidding.
Let's see.
That's fine. I'll live with my mistakes.
I'd be like, you fail to enter REM sleep. You do not dream. Next.
Let me. No.
Damn.
I have
You're
an
sleeping
idea.
on a bench. You are
Black
uncomfortable.
void. It's just a void.
I have an idea. It's just wording it. Belfie,
Yes.
you dream. You dream.
I
In your
during
dream,
the time
you're
gone
very
by.
small,
Dream.
Okay. Okay.
and
okay.
you don't exactly feel the best. You feel weak. As you look up, you see there are two tall, or no, you're surrounded by on all sides by some wooden walls. Two are very long. The two at your side are very long, and the one at your feet and your head are shorter. In length, not in height. Sorry, just to clarify.
My question: is she like a shrunken belle or a baby belle?
What? She just knows she just knows she's small. That's all she
She
knows.
just looks small. She just
Like,
feels small.
Just not young, but just small.
She doesn't know if she's young or not. She just knows that things are really big
Oh, okay.
around her.
Okay.
It's like an Alice in Wonderland situation.
I got you.
First-person perspective.
Yeah, it's a first-person perspective, exactly. You hear in the like close enough. You hear like not
have to
right
remind
next to you,
yourself.
but kind of like a couple
People
feet
don't
away
like
from
you.
you. You hear a lower voice, a man's voice, that sounds familiar to you, but you can't quite put your finger on it. Who this voice is? Who just keeps mumbling things along the line of, "There's got to be something I can do." She's so small and weak. There has to be something I can do. And after, hold on, give me 2 seconds.
I
gotta
love
put-
the floor.
I have to get my book out of my way so I can access things real quick. Where is it? There it is. Cool. Get your ass over here. And after a while, you see a light, like what seems to be a light glow that is starting to grow over the side of the wall on your right. It starts faint, and then it kind of pulsates to like grow in strength. So, until finally, it grows into, it grows into this large light, and you see shimmering, and you see the shadow on the other side of the wall on your left, of what you can assume is the man you've been hearing recently. His build seems to be very broad and bulky. And the shape of his head looks a little off because it doesn't look like a human head. Give me 2 seconds, please. Go look at this thing. And it does look like it goes round on the top, and then towards the back, it seems like there's a swoop and two little points. So you can surmise from the shadow that they're probably horns. Finally, you hear a voice that joins the man, but it doesn't sound like a single voice. It sounds like two voices at the same time, one male, one female, that are close in pitch, but far enough from each other that you can tell that there's two different voices. That says something along the lines of, "There is a way, but it can come at a great cost." And then says, "Please, I'll do anything. I have to save her. you hear a hushed whisper. And what sounds kind of like mysterious whispers from around you before they lighten up, and the man again says, I see. I understand. You see another, you see a figure peek over the wall at you. And while you can't get details of the person's face, you can see in the silhouette that they're shadowed out, but they're silhouetted in a lightish blue, not sky blue, but kind of like an in between of like the dark blue and a light blue on the color spectrum. And you hear, I've been here long enough. It is time for her to take her place in the world. Next thing you know, you see a bright array of colors in the shape of tiny butterflies start to appear behind the silhouette and begin to descend upon you.
Yo, where'd all these butterflies come from? This is crazy.
And the last thing you see is a little tiny chubby purple hand reaching up, and the sound of a baby cooing as a butterfly lands on one of the chubby fingers.
Oh.
I just got really excited. So I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I love this. This is great.
And that is what Belphy you see, and in turn Wisteria you see through Lucy.
Yeah, Wiz would have gone silent for a little bit. As you know, she watches. And you know, her face would change. She would in reaction to, you know, the story playing out in front of her. But Barsley would have absolutely no context, so it looks like she's just staring at the wall.
Yeah, Barsley's just gonna look at her and
Reacting to
like, I don't
something.
know what's happening.
And then as Lucy leaves the dream, that's when you would see him kind of form here, like probably like on top of Belphy. He's just laying there as he comes out of the dream. And Wiss will kind of actually like pout a little bit. You know, it was an interesting dream, but not one that she can share with Barsley. And she'll just go, oh, well, she was a cute kid.
No, never mind. It's none of my business.
You're so sweet.
Thank you. Oh, Barsley's gonna remember something. He's gonna pull out the book that he found earlier and hand it to Wisteria. There you go, Wisteria. I found this in the room. He's gonna point to the left, down that way, and well, I'm not much of a reader, so I thought maybe perhaps if you want to read it, or if not, I would have given it to Belphy, but she already
She
saw
does
it,
like
so I
she
assume
does like grabby hands.
Barsley.
What book am I looking at? What?
Oh god, what book did you grab, Barsley?
It was the Alchemist. It was the Alchemist book.
Ah, yeah, it's
Oh.
Basics of Alchemy.
Like I said, Belphy already saw it on the table, but she didn't seem to be interested in it, so I figured maybe perhaps you did mention you were interested in magical items and whatnot, so I thought perhaps maybe you would like to read it.
She would. I can't move her there, but she would just hop up and sit on this table, like as you're still explaining like why you want to give it to her, and just crack it open, and start reading.
Parsley will be pleased. Glad to, make her day.
If you need anything, just. And she just kind of like waves her hand in the air, flips the page.
Give that bitch a book. Bitches love books.
Just love books.
Alright, guys, if someone has a dead mom and a sibling, it's your time.
You need to get your brother's body back in your foot, your arm, and your leg.
Oh
sorry.
no.
So Wisteria, this is a basic book on alchemy. You do see there's some notes in the margins here and there, discussing some advanced things about alchemy. And some of them are kind of like talking about experiments that are big no-nos and taboo. So who knows? There might actually be notes on human transmutation at one point.
Oh shit.
Oh, she's intrigued. She's written.
She's
Um,
reading.
But yeah, that is the book you have.
I was running.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's what she's doing the rest of the watch. Sorry, Barsley, you gave her a book.
No, he's understanding. He's gonna let her read.
Yeah, I'll say that every once in a while, Barsley, if you look over at Wisteria, you see her make it like maybe some faces and reactions to some of the notes. Some of them intrigued. Some of them like, what the fuck did you just write?
Yeah, he's happy to have found something of use. He likes being helpful for others, so it's like, yeah. If it means that, if it benefits others, that makes me happy.
Yeah. Is there anything else you guys would like to do on this watch? If not, we will go on to the second watch.
Oh, I'm good.
All right, second watch. Who is up?
Nobody.
Warren would get up.
Jill takes second.
Okay, Warren and Jill.
Jill and Warren.
Jill, as you wake up, you do see that Wisteria is nose deep in a new book.
Ah,
Oh yeah.
Whis.
I'll rest when I'm dead.
Whis. And she goes and rubs her bed. It's time for bed.
I'm almost done with this particular section.
My apologies,
Alright,
Jill.
But
I
not another
provided the
chapter.
book.
She
It's
nods,
fine.
knowing full well she's not going to listen to you, and then she just turns.
Again, my apologies, Jill.
Don't worry, it's hardly the first time.
You feel a tug on your leg, pant leg, Jill.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can I'm kind of hungry and I couldn't move because I have this around my waist which is attached to you around your ankle. So can I get food?
Yes, you could. Here. And then she unties them.
Ah, thank you. Joop. Takes you.
And he gives you a little bow before scurrying over to look through like
Don't
barrels and
bow
stuff
at
for
me.
food.
Oh, God.
Yeah, she hates that.
Eventually finding a bunch of dried meats and plopping down fucking shit on the thing to munch on his food.
Yeah. Parsley will sit over here and just sleep, lean back.
Oh.
Another floor sitter, eh?
I'm sorry, what?
I said another floor sitter, eh?
No, he's sitting in this chair right here. I mean, I think he's sitting in it. I can't from this angle tell, but I think he's in the chair.
Sitting in the chair. You're close enough as much as the grid will let you.
Yeah. Yeah, just sit in the chair, leaning up at the wall.
Warren and Jill, as you go about your watch, same as like with Barsley and Wisteria, it's pretty quiet, except for the sound of the crackling torch fire, and just kind of the basic creaks and moans of the building. But other than that, there's not really anything eventful that happens. At one point, Droop will have like a raw potato in his hand,
Fuck yeah.
a piece bitten off, and he looks up, and when you guys glance over, he'll look up and just like hold it up to you and be like,
Would you want some?
No, thank
Oh
you.
my god.
It's so precious.
and
Warren?
No.
Straight up, no.
he'll shrug
Absolutely
and
not.
take another bite out of the raw potato like it's a fucking apple.
God. We need to make this little
That's
fucking
like the
dude
correct
real
way to eat
food.
potatoes.
No. We need to make him real food. This poor little fucking dude. He's never had real food in his life.
I mean, if Barsley had the ingredients and the space to work with, he could whip up food. He does know how to cook.
You do have a kitchen upstairs.
Oh shit. Maybe I'll do that then.
The only reason Jill can cook is because Wiz can't.
Pardon? Do you want to
damn.
run that by me one more time, Chief?
No, Wiz.
Damn.
I will now.
I'll
open
have
the
you know.
I'm opening the
She
floor
can
now for Jill and Warren if they'd like to do anything during their watch.
Sarah?
I'm thinking if there would be anything.
Warren would have just stayed where he was the whole time. Just instead of sleeping, he is awake. He's got his back to this door and he's keeping an eye on this door.
Okay.
Jill would probably just start sharpening one of her blades.
Yeah.
Uh.
Think Warren would have anything to say to her.
They're not. They're not the talking sort.
Yeah, and that's okay.
Not with each other.
There does not need to be talking and ARPing during watches. It's only if you have something you would like to do.
So, you like stabbing?
So you like
Yeah.
like that?
Liz is just like, oh my god, have a drink or something, jeez.
Alright, Murphy? Yes, Murphy?
You
Alright.
know what?
Oh no.
Sure. You know what? Jill is gonna get a
You
glass.
want some RP? Oh no, Warren's RPing now.
She's gonna grab a mug, look at it, tap it upside down a couple of times to get anything out, and then put some wine in it.
Who needs a watch? Let's get drunk.
You irritate
Drawing
me.
of drunk war.
Does he actually say that?
Yeah.
Damn.
It's not anything big. It's not... I don't find you annoying.
You
But
don't
your
trust
style
me.
of fighting is not the way you fight, no. I wouldn't trust you to have my back. Even though I
That's-
did.
That's unfortunate. Have I given you reason
It's-
to?
It's just the way you fight. I would not trust that if I gave you permission to protect my back, that it would be secure. You're too flighty. You run. Range combat is not something to look down upon, but again, you're too flighty.
Kind of seems to me that you might have some bias.
I'm not used to how you fight. How you fight is how someone would stab me in the back. An assassin. Having you on my side is strange.
Well, if it makes you feel better, fair. I don't stab. I wouldn't say friends, because we're definitely not that. But I wouldn't stab an ally in the back.
I wouldn't. I don't think we're friends.
You don't trust me to have your back. It's not a friend.
You said you ain't got no nipples.
If I don't, if there's no trust, there's no friendship.
I trust that you won't stab me in the back. I just don't trust that you will have my back all the time.
Why do the people I like hate?
Someone's just reading her book, being like, "Oh, I'm gonna make you such good friends."
The best.
That and you do not give anything of yourself away. You keep it hidden. Everyone here has said something, given something, some weakness, some background, something. We know nothing about you. We know you're loyal to Wiz, but how do we know that doesn't mean you'll kill all of us in our sleep?
Well, if
There's
you
no
became a
guarantee.
threat,
You'd die. You'd get one good shot and then you'd be gone.
would I take a job to kill you all just for money? No. That's not how I operate. But if you were a threat to Liz, then I would cut you down without hesitation.
Precisely. People like you, people so convinced of themselves. If suddenly someday your mind changed and we were suddenly threats, you'd turn on a dime. That's why I can't give you my back.
Suppose that's fair. I could give you platitudes to try to change your mind, but there's no
I
reason
wouldn't
to.
believe you.
Exactly. There's no reason to.
Until you've given up something of yourself, whether that's information or something more, I just can't trust you like that.
Honestly, there's not much to tell you. I don't have any family. Never had any family. I was raised by a man who fights the way I do. And then he died. And this is all I had. And that's why my loyalty is to her first.
Guess I'll believe it for now. I still don't know enough about you, and I still think you're too flighty. Like I said, people like
Flighty?
you are, yes, flighty. I don't know how rigid your thinking is. If you would do something such as just wake up tomorrow and have a different mindset. But the
I
chances
can
there.
assure you not.
I guess we'll see then.
I'm not unhinged.
I never said you were. Flighty and unhinged are different. Someone unhinged, I wouldn't be afraid to simply put down.
Someone who would change their mind at the drop of a dime sounds kind of unhinged, if you ask me.
I didn't say you were unhinged. I said you were flighty. There's a difference. It might not be at the drop of a dime. It might not be over the course of a night. But if throughout a week you seem to think that we're a threat, not know, not see it, think, because that's where your mindset is at, you will simply take action.
I suppose the only way to convince you that The only way to convince you that
Daddy,
that wouldn't
stop
happen
fighting.
is time.
Agreed. But I
Wish
simply-
just clears her
I say-
throat really loudly.
He ignores you.
I
simply
didn't
try to
that's
inform
happened.
you that I don't trust you as I trust the others. The others have issues, and I don't fully trust them. But at least I can see mostly where they're coming from.
I'm so scared to be on watch with Paul right now.
He,
He's gonna
if he
roast
has
me.
something to say, he's gonna say it. He's
I
gonna say it, you
know,
know?
I know.
Say with his
Jill's,
chest.
Jill's not gonna be.
Don't-
Jill's not offended at all by any of this. It's
Or
just.
doesn't bullshit
Right.
around,
This
man.
is like the best and worst watch party ever because they're both so fucking stubborn in their ways.
They really are.
They can't see other points of view.
Oh, I fucking love it.
Jill thinks Warren's just some like military stiff,
Fucking
and
man.
he thinks she's some cutthroat little like flyaway.
Wait, you are! Except for the fact that you follow Wiz, you are. That is her character.
Yeah, he's not wrong.
I could have.
And she's not technically wrong about him either, but
That's
fuck.
what- But I think it's just because like they're not willing to see the duality in one another. They just see the one aspect.
Warren only has one aspect, so you're not
Water
wrong.
only has one aspect. Man is plain and simple.
He's just
Jill,
yeah. He's not used. Yeah, he's not used to.
Jill's not gonna trust someone who doesn't trust her. That's just not how she operates.
I guess that they're.
We'll get him
We're
there.
gonna
Don't
have a-
worry.
Yeah.
Don't worry. I'll get him there.
These two are purely together out of circumstance. Like
Wiz will get you
100%.
both drunk, and we'll all end up in the same bed again. It's fine.
we were never all in the same bed.
Wait, no, wait, no.
God
Nice.
dang.
It's that laugh for me though.
Oh my god, out of context, that sounds so bad.
It's so good, dude. It's so good.
And you were in the same bed. You laid on my other side. Oh my god. Okay. Anyways, sorry. My bad.
No, you two were in the bed. She was on the floor against the wall.
But
It's not making it any better.
no, it's like a cuck situation.
Yeah, Jill was just watching.
Oh
My
no.
god. I can't breathe.
Fucking hilarious.
Welcome to the drowning orgy.
Eyes are watering. Drowning orgy. Let me change the channel name quick.
What was the last thing we said? In character?
I think it was just Jill saying that they wouldn't like there's no way to really talk out their differences right now. They just gotta give it time.
Agreed. See if I can learn to trust you.
You
We'll
sure
see.
gonna have like a whole
What?
nothing, ignore me.
Nothing.
I will say this. As long as you don't trust me at your back, I don't trust you to have mine either.
That's fine. I
That being
protect
said,
you
I don't
guys.
have any animosity towards you.
I don't have any animosity towards you. Not yet. Not at this point. I protect you
That-
guys because I don't wish to see basically civilians hurt. I don't have your back out of trust. Not to say it won't get there, but
I don't think we need to trust each other. I think as long as we have a common purpose, then that's enough for me.
As it is right now, sure. When it comes time to fight something larger, or come to a major decision as a group, we'll see then.
Jill's probably just gonna go back to sharpening one of her daggers.
Yeah, he hasn't looked at you once. He's kept his eye on the other door.
Damn.
Shit.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it for them, I think.
All right. With
was
that,
great.
we'll go
That
on
was
the
actually
last.
great.
I'm like, okay, but now tell me you like each other in real life, please.
What?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, genuinely, it's just Warren's view on Jill. And like Jill said, there's no animosity between them necessarily. It's just he just doesn't trust her like that.
There's
She-
you
there's
don't
like
you don't even have to like each other to be cordial to one another.
oh yeah.
Word.
If like the whole party was awake, he wouldn't have brought this up. It's only because they have a chance to talk semi-privately that he even brought it up.
Right.
And again, he didn't bring it up for the sake of like animosity. He brought it up to just be honest with her.
Right.
Oh, I
Because
need
I
to
mean at this
roll.
point, this matchup that we're doing is like I think the last matchup that we haven't had people already together on. So
Well, Warren's not really talked with Belfia.
Elfie. Yeah.
I'm so scared.
As you should be.
So
And I mean,
scared.
to be fair,
I'll give you. He does have something planned to tell you about. Talk to you about.
Oh.
Warren also
Oh.
hasn't seen Jill
Why did you get
interact
called
with
in
the others.
principal's office? So we have a lot to talk about today.
Delphi,
Oh God, no.
to the principal's office, please.
No. Everyone, what did you do? I don't know.
Could you imagine Warren as a headmaster somewhere?
He might.
No.
Maybe.
Barely fitting suit.
Oh my
Still
god.
military
I would just-
school.
I would just imagine the suit
Don't
over
create
the-
this headcanon
it's-
for me,
he's,
please.
He's still in the armor, but it's just like with a big
Not
old
with the tie.
blazer over the armor, and
He's
a
just
tie.
got a
Yeah.
blazer
Yeah,
on, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
With that,
did
it
write
is
it.
Tiny
time.
little-
It's time for
Tiny
our
little
last.
rimless glasses.
Oh my god, stop.
I bet you're
Like
wondering
Mr.
why
Incredible.
I bet you're wondering why I called you here today.
Blank face, just like yeah,
Alrighty.
yes, Mr. Warren. You're doing great. You have straight A's. You're on your way to being.
I'd like
Be a
to
little
award
genius.
you the
She-
student of the
But
month
then, like, he
award.
leans in and he's like, "But don't get too cocky of yourself. That's how they all fall."
Watch yourself. Don't fuck with me.
Oh no.
You think you can take my job?
Oh, fuck. That's
Well,
great.
how'd you
Alright,
know? I've been in this position for 35 years.
With that, we do have our last watch.
Wow.
Which will be
Hellfreak.
Belfie and
Does
Hellfreak.
anybody go to wake Hellfreak? Because otherwise he's sleeping in the other room and can't hear any of this.
I guess I'll go wake Hellfreak.
Yeah, Liz would have gone when she finally went to bed. So let me just.
Okay.
Well, the blue DC. Oh, there it is. I was gonna say it disappeared into the ether,
Wait,
but I
just
found
being
it.
like, "Wake the fuck up!"
Just slap.
Liz will just go. Liz will go in and be like, and no, she'd wake him up nicely. You know, she's probably still reading her book as she's walking. And she'll just like tap the bed.
Hmm? What time is it?
I have no idea. I just know it's your turn.
Oh Oh, do I have to? All right.
He should be like, weren't you on first watch?
Once again, wasn't there. Doesn't even know. All right, he'll get up.
As soon as he moves, she just goes and sits
Gets
in
on
the middle of the
bed.
bed. She just sits down like cross-legged in the middle of the bed with the book.
This is my bed now.
Pulling an all-nighter.
No, she will sleep, but
While holding the book.
while holding the book.
That's adorable. I
You
love
attempt
that
to take the
image.
book, she will wake up. Just sitting cross-legged on the bed with the book. Falling
Oh,
asleep.
that's so cute.
Helfrey will walk in, he'll yawn and say, "Hello, Belfie."
Hello, Helfrey. How was your sleep?
Not complete enough, if I'm honest.
I feel that. Does Belfie remember any of her dream, Emily?
Yes,
Good question.
she does.
Yay!
Yay!
Such a good day, plentiful harvest. Belfie also kind of looks tired. Yeah, I had a strange dream.
Oh, what about?
I'm not quite sure, actually. It was like I was in a familiar place. It kind of reminded me of home. And there was like moonlights and does Belfie like, hold on. Let me text this to you.
Okay, I'll be eagerly awaiting.
Oh Lord.
Bum 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 barbarian.
click back into
the
window.
Barbarian.
Why did you say for
Barbarian.
Gracie's don't know yet?
Because it's Nick Mag. What do you mean?
He knows things we don't know.
Wrong game.
How old was she
Yeah, it's entirely
when-
unrelated to this campaign. Don't worry.
when she last
Oh,
saw,
okay.
saw Maggie?
4. I would like to say 4-3. There's a good chance. I remember from that age.
I'm going to say
Possibly an image in her house? I don't know.
Oh. Okay, I just scared the shit out
Rena, what do you want? No. Jesus Christ.
like you might have like little bits and pieces in your memory, but it's not all there.
Would I be able to discern him from the dream?
It might
Like-
take you. It might take you some thinking. It'd probably take
Huh?
you want. It would take you a while to put all the pieces together.
Okay, fine.
Like you're not gonna know it right when you wake up.
Okay.
It'll take a couple mulling overs before you realize who that was.
So there was like this man in my dream. They seem so familiar, but I can't quite place it in my mind. And there was some other voices as well. Like, it was one person, but they had two voices. Very, very strange.
Some say, or rather believe, that dreams are brought to us by the divines. But I'm not so sure if even I believe that one. Although some entities do have quite a wrangles on our minds when we sleep. I wonder what it means.
I don't know, but it felt less like a dream, but more of like a memory? But not a memory. I don't know. It was very hazy. Very bad. And I felt small. Or at least maybe the room was big.
And what else did you feel? Fearful? Happy?
More confused and unwell, if that's the best way to put it.
And how do you feel now?
I feel fine. I don't feel unwell. More confused than anything. Cause
Sorry, go ahead.
no, you go ahead. You go ahead.
I was just gonna ask the DM, shot in the dark. Is there anything in my priestly training, or perhaps my own experience, that I could glean from Belfi's description of the dream that would say, like, oh, it could be this?
About how she was feeling or what it could possibly be?
The dream, what it could possibly be, how she was feeling, anything of the sort.
Roll. You know, just roll me a d20.
Okay.
A straight d20.
Will you unlock something? I don't know.
I got a 12.
You got a 12. Going off what you said about messages from the divine, you have a guess, and from what she described about being small and everything, that you can guess that maybe it's a memory that she dreamt of, like a memory that was kind of unlocked in her mind.
Interesting. That sounds to me like it could possibly be just that, a memory of your youth.
Then, with Hellfreak saying that, could she discern that it was probably so-and-so?
You roll me a d20.
Damn it! Making me pull out my fucking
And you roll
dice.
a d20. And you roll a d20.
Everyone rolls a d20.
Alright,
That's fucking great. Sorry.
let's see. Come on, money shot, money shot, money shot.
Oh, my thing clipped that for some reason.
Is that why
I'm gonna have to go back and see what that was.
17.
Okay. So, after some mulling over, you start to put some of the pieces together. You're not 100% sure, but you're pretty confident about who it is. You also note that the butterfly that landed on the little chubby finger, little baby hand, looks like something you have seen quite recently, actually. It may or may not look similar to something you saw recently in a book. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
It's in a book.
Ah.
Just take a look.
So, Belfie gets like this look on her face, and she, well, if it's anyone, then it, And Belfie pulls out said book, and she had bookmarked the page, and opens it to the page with the butterfly.
Okay, like last time you do... See, did I message you that word, by the way?
Yes, you did. I copied and pasted it somewhere.
It's probably in your...
I think
the Belfie files.
Yes, I did. Did.
No, it's not in the Belfie file. No, it is
Yeah,
in
it
the
is.
Belfie's files. So you see that word on the top of the page in gold engraving, Schmetterling. And it talks.
Right.
It talks about a creature that has yet to be identified as a fiend or divine. It seems the rumor there's some that's there. It talks about how some say that the creature is a fiend, while other like, oh no, it can't be a fiend. It has to be a divine creature. And
Ooh. Sorry.
that it's no that the being is hasn't been seen by many, but only shows itself to its chosen, and that some and usually the chosen are not people who just randomly decide to make a pack. It chooses its own. And that it's, you do see in the corner what is surmised to be their symbol, and it is in fact a butterfly, and it looks just like the butterfly that was on the little baby hand, which also looks like the butterflies that have come out of your wounds. Those 2 times when you were attacked and hellish rebuke happened.
This is great. I love this. Belfie has like this like very like strange look on her face, and if it's indeed this deity that's been around, or whatever the fuck they are, they've been around a lot longer than she presumed. And I assume she remembers that so and so was also their class.
Well,
so
she would have also been told by her mother.
Yeah, so well, that's interesting. She just kind of mutters to herself.
What have you got there?
Well, at the end of my dream, I saw a butterfly, right? And it looked...
He moves closer.
And she like kind of... She shuffles the book around to kind of show Hellfreak, like, the butterfly looked like this. And the last few times I've used Hellish Rebuke, I've seen this butterfly as well. And if it is a memory that I saw, that means this fiend or divine has been around my entire life, because think that was my father in my dreams, and he was also a warlock. And
Sorry, go ahead.
so, no, you go ahead. You go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, looking at the book that Belfi is showing Helfric, in his mind, he calls out to his own little devil and says, "Do you know anything about this deity?"
What? You're calling on little old me? You actually want my help? I don't know, dearest. You've been ignoring me for so long.
I'll,
Oh, jeez.
I'll do one thing of your choosing if you tell me anything you know about this being.
Oh, really?
Uh-oh.
Anything?
Oh, dear.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
Anything.
Ruh-roh, Raggy.
Well,
Hot
I
wording.
do like a
Mhm.
little deal like that. And it is for this little cutie who has such lovely assets.
Oh god. Hey, take your eyes off the yams.
Her charisma's right.
Her charisma.
She does look over. You see, she looks over to Belfi, and when Helfric, you look in the direction of Belfi, you see that her eyes is on her chest.
Hmm.
Mm. So lovely. Anyways, let's see. You see the figure of your little devil on your shoulder peek over Belfi's shoulder onto the book. Schmetterling, huh? Haven't seen that name in a while. How long has it been since I last talked to them? Good couple 100 years, I think. Me and them don't get along too well. Although, they do make it easy to go both ways.
I understand.
You see, this one right here is... You could kind of say they're an in-between. They're not quite fiend, but they're definitely not a divine either. They're kind of their own party, you could say.
I then give this information back to Belfi. That, not quite fiend, but definitely not divine.
They also...
Oh, no, go ahead.
They also sometimes, their pact leads to, well, an amalgamation once the pact holder has deceased, you could say.
What?
Reciting that further.
Huh?
Oh.
I guess knowledge, how do I word this? Not exactly a hive mind. I guess, what's that phrase? All is one and one is all.
Legion. Sorry.
We are the
Fucking
Clown
nerd. Jesus Christ.
Legion.
Let's just say
Helfric will say, Legion.
let's just say once you make a pact, even in death, there's no going back.
There's no escape.
So,
Chuckles, it's all over Chuckles again.
if whoever she's talking about also has a pact with Schmetling, well, they're not exactly gone.
Helfric, kind of confused, says basically that if somebody else she knew made a pact, they're not gone either.
Belfi was confused by the other things he said, but as soon as he said that, she had a an astonished face. Wait, really? That means
Hellfreak will just put his hand, a couple of fingers to his temple and say, I'm sorry, Belfi. It pains me to recall such information. Frankly, it's not necessarily my own, you see, so... hopefully that helps you.
no, it does. Thank you, Hellfreak. See, my father passed away when I was a child.
Sorry for your loss.
But if I'm correct, if this was who he was packed with, that means my father isn't fully gone, but assimilated into who I have a pact with now?
Your guess is as good as mine, but I take it that your own agreement was not made with your consent.
Consent is key. Sorry.
No, you see, she like kind of furrows her brow in recalling. See, Hellfreak, when I became a warlock, it wasn't like I didn't research being a warlock. I did, but it was all because I found this book in where my studies took place, and it was a book that I never saw before, even though I had been in that area of the library for so many times. It was rather confusing, and I couldn't read all of the book. All I could surmise from it was that it was some sort of patron for warlocks, and that was about it. But I don't know, it was very odd. But for some reason I just wanted to know more, and after researching warlocks a little bit, I decided to make a pact. But I think I might have told you this a little bit, but they never gave me a condition or anything. I asked for what they wanted, and they just said I'll find out later or something like that. Didn't really hear anything from them. It was like I knew.
They'll take her when she dies.
No!
Sounds about right for their MO. Schmetterling can be a little indecisive sometimes. One day it's one thing, another day it's another. Sometimes all they want is that amalgamation. Just want their life's knowledge. For them to be part of the brood forever, I guess you could say. At least she'll be with her father when she passes.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Elfreak doesn't say any of this. He's keeping his mouth shut now.
Good. We love this man.
But and you feel a little soft little trace of the finger under your chin. If you want to help break her pact and have her join our side, I'm sure we can figure out a way. Don't you want that beautiful creature by your side instead of this weird little butterfly thing?
I thought she was about to say something about Barsley. I was gonna be like, hey, he's not weird. He's a sweet lad.
He's a sweet boy.
Weird little fluffy rat.
It'll be step.
Little freak.
Step one in getting the rest of your little team with us.
I cannot in good conscience give anyone to you.
Oh.
Belfie, what?
I'm
Then
sure you'll
what?
change your
What did you say?
mind one day, my dearest. My sweet pet.
He'll breathe in with his teeth, just, and then, I'm sorry, Belfie. I'm sure I've given you a lot to think about. I'll just be over here, and then points towards the table and walks away, sits down.
Belfie kind of like blinks at him, and she's like, "Oh, it was no problem. You actually helped me." And she like trails off as he walks away. Clearly, he's just like a little confused, but she's like, "Okay, maybe it is something because like he kind of told her about his like pact lady a little bit." So she's like, maybe she said something a little weird to him, so I'm just gonna leave him be.
Hellfreak, as you sit down, you see Droop is sitting there eating another potato, and he looks up at you when you sit down. Looks down at the potato, and then looks at his other hand where there's an onion with a big old, like a big yellow onion with a big bite in it, and he holds them up to you.
Would you like some?
No, thank you. That's quite all right. You enjoy yourself. I'm not hungry.
And then he nods and he starts eating the potato and the onion.
Excellent. And then Hellfreak will say, "All right, I keep my word. Fair is fair. What do you want?" In his own mind, of course.
I think I'll take a page from Smutterling's book and think on it. I'll get back to you, love. And you feel a little kiss on your cheek.
Hellfreak's a little
Don't
irritated, and instead he goes to read his book.
Oh, don't give me that pout. Although it is kind of cute when you do that.
No response.
And you hear a giggle as she fades away, and it echoes into the ether.
Excellent.
And with that, it's
And now
the end of the.
Hellfreak is just gonna prepare. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. You finish what you're
I was
gonna
just
say.
gonna say that Hellfreak while he's awake is gonna prepare his spells for the day. Pray to Tyr. Lord, give me strength.
Welcome back.
Oh,
Yeah. With that, it is the end of the long rest. Go ahead and mark on your sheets that you've had a long rest. Everybody
Poggers.
is waking up. Those with magic feel a new energy in you. Some of it renewed, some of it like there's like you feel like you're capable of doing new things that you haven't been able to do before.
I need spell cards.
Spell cards.
And with
I need
that,
spell cards.
since Maggie has gone to the restroom, we'll go ahead and we'll take her 10.
Oh, thank you for the
So that way Maggie can go to the bathroom. Anybody else who needs to go to the bathroom can go to the bathroom, and we can get Angel their spell cards.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see you in 10.
Hee.
So everybody has woken up.
fuck me, that doesn't change. Unbelievable.
What are we all doing? Good morning,
Largely-
everybody.
Marcy wants to look for a kitchen.
Okay.
Kitchen? Wait.
Breakfast.
You do remember that you guys entered the cellar area when you entered this downstairs cellar area, that you guys did have to go through the kitchen in the manor.
Right.
We haven't checked that.
We
The
still haven't
second
gone.
hidden staircase, right?
The what?
No,
Oh.
it did. It all connected.
We didn't
we
check
did.
that. We don't know that though.
Which
Oh,
one? I'm sorry.
Like this one? This one, I think. You mean?
This one?
Yeah. Oh, it just connects
No,
to it.
Hellfreak
Yeah, it
and-
connects to the.
Hellfreak and Wisteria were here last session.
Yeah. Hellfreak and Wisteria went down that stairs.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
that one. I thought you meant the one at the beginning. My bad. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
My
you
apologies.
guys ambushed the one guy.
Oh, and then
The-
the we
Oh,
don't know
right. We
if
fucking
this
murked
We don't
him.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, this.
secret wall just leads here. Okay, so we're
We
pretty
know
much
it's
done,
open.
huh?
But
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys have scoured every corner of this area. The only place you have not gone is down that tunnel where you saw the
Hallway.
light.
Yeah.
it was
Where we
natural
saw the
light.
Yes.
Here, forgive
Yeah.
us.
It was a natural light source kind of thing. So
So,
Yeah.
Bardsley, were you gonna go upstairs to that kitchen, or?
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and take your token off of this map because you would be upstairs off the map.
Yeah, thank you.
anyone want to go with
trust
Jill? Check
Where's
out
Jill?
Where's
this.
Jill go?
So Barsley went
Oh, that hallway?
upstairs into the main kitchen, and then Jill was gonna go check out where this natural light led to.
Yeah.
Warren would
Hey!
have wanted to check it out.
You
Oh.
bitch.
Okay.
Sorry.
Droop will follow you,
Uh,
Jill,
Buffy's
because he knows he's
gonna wait.
supposed to follow you.
Well, I'll stay with these two then.
Okay.
By the way, real quick, Barsley, you do find the kitchen when you enter back up from the cellar. It does look like it hasn't been used in quite a while. And if you go scourging through the cabinets, it doesn't look like there's any food up in there compared to down in the cellar.
We've got a big ass cellar.
Does Bardsley happen to remember what food there was down in the cellar?
Mainly some dried meat. Mainly dried meats, some vegetables. What my handy dandy bookie book. Basic provisions, some salted pork and beef, flour, sugar, apples, ale. And that's in the first room, right? First room that you go down to in general.
Okay. Well, is there at least some tea in a teapot in this kitchen?
You do see a teapot, and you see a couple of jars that are marked like apple tea, black tea, green tea. But it looks like that there's only they're either empty or there's like just little scatters of tea leaf, like not enough for a cup. It's
Damn.
very evident that this kitchen has not been used in a long time.
How the fuck did they? Never mind. Okay. Like how
They
did they get
main-
meals?
They just stayed
Like, there was
downstairs.
places- Yeah, but how they have clearly grilled chicken and veggies? Okay.
No, dried, like
Dried.
jerky.
Oh. Okay,
Like
that's
jerky
what's on
style.
the plates.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
no
Parsley will just go
friction.
back then.
Okie dokie, Fanoki. All the way back to the one room?
Just grab as you mentioned, the dried meat and stuff. Just a couple things for each and everybody.
Okay, so you grab food from in here in this first room and then go back upstairs?
E.
Okay.
Well, I mean, back down to it was downstairs.
Yeah, so the food isn't in the kitchen. It's all the food and provisions is in the dungeon.
Right. Okay.
So in this room that your token currently
In
is
this
in
corner. Sorry.
is like the apples, the salted pork and beef, the ale and stuff.
Yeah. He'll
So.
just grab some stuff for each person, and then he'll go back to where like Belfie and Helfrich are.
Okie dokie Fanoki. Gosh darn it, where'd you go? Get over here.
It's beautiful.
So as you're making your way back, Warren and Jill and Droop, I'm guessing you're the only three that are going towards the light.
I suppose so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. So you guys walk about 100 feet. It's it's basic rock cavern. You can hear your footsteps echo a bit as you go forward, and as you get closer to the light, you open upon a forest clearing. And to the north of you, at the cave entrance, you see it is underneath a hilltop, and you see the top, like you can kind of see towards the top of the building of the manor that you guys had entered through over. From your guesstimate, you are south of the manor on the map. From just looking at the building and being like, okay, well, there's the awning for where the front porch is and whatnot.
So wait, you're saying we came out like level with the building, even though we went through the cellar, or
No,
like...
you're so there's a hillside. The cave is in the hill. The cave you just came out of is in the hill, and on the top of the hill is the house, and you're just, because of the angle of where you're at, you're just seeing kind of more the upper half of the building.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
It was secret entrance for the Red Brands.
Mystery solved, I guess.
Boring. Alright.
We might want to reinforce it if we do plan on staying. At some point, I mean.
Oh, definitely. Giving it just an entrance like this wouldn't sit well.
Especially when our enemies know it.
True. Alright, back to the others then.
Let's go. I go back to meet with everyone else.
Okay. Meanwhile, while they were scouting outside and walk back, is there anything Hellfreak and Belfie and Bosley and Wisteria were doing?
Parsley's just splitting all the rations that he could grab. Like, everybody gets each a piece of dry meat. Everybody each gets an apple. Everybody gets an equal amount. He's like dividing it all on the table.
Awesome. So we'll say that with everything Barsley grabbed, you guys get about 2 days worth of rations.
Nice.
Oh, well, thank you, lad.
Certainly.
Thank
You
you,
have to keep our
Bosley.
strength up.
Because
You're welcome.
he big strong boy. He carry a lot. Big matey clothes. Anyways.
Meaty paws.
Hello.
Before Jill and Warren came back, Jill would have asked Droop if he wanted to go ahead and leave or stay.
Huh? You let me leave? I promise
don't
Droop
think you're gonna come back.
Droop will be good boy and will not cause trouble.
So you want to stay here?
I wish to go, but I have to go see Mother.
He's
Oh,
actually his
no.
mother.
It's
He's-
the
he's a
little
zombie
brother.
Do you happen to have two brothers?
Yes, I am baby of the brothers.
Oh my god.
I believe we've met your brothers.
I can't believe we almost
Oh my
murdered your
God.
brothers.
Oh,
Yeah.
I am sorry for if they did anything. They are of the bad goblin kind, unfortunately. Droop is of good goblin.
Let's just say they've been recently...
Isn't he an adult man?
What's the word? Reformed?
I thought we established that this is an adult goblin.
He is an adult. You could
He
still
is an
be
adult.
You could still be the baby brother. Maggie's an adult, and she's my baby sister.
I'm
That's true.
the youngest of three, and I'm almost 30.
Anyways.
But you're just a baby back bitch.
Damn.
Shit.
I'm so sorry. Please continue. I'm not.
Thank you for letting Droop live.
And he starts kind of scuttling over to the door and turns around and he bows.
May all your potatoes be ripe and plentiful and never mold.
And then
Thank
he
you.
and then he
I
scuttles.
hope you kill your enemies.
Oh, Mother would not like it if I killed, but thank you for encouragement, I think.
Make sure you tell your brothers we said hello.
Do not
Yes.
forget.
I tell them.
I accidentally went up to the second floor and I had to escort him back to the map.
Yes. Yes, yes. Thank you.
And he scuttles off and runs away. Maybe to be seen again. You will have to find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. Anyways, continuing on.
What
I love this.
what an
I love
amusing little fellow.
Quite.
He seemed nice.
It's interesting how he spoke common, yet his brothers didn't seem to.
I think they did that out of choice, really.
It's possible. Siblings
Well,
tend to
whatever.
go in different directions than their other siblings. I mean, hell, I haven't spoken to my siblings in years.
Oh, same.
His two brothers seemed less inclined to work with the commoners than he was.
I suppose the closest I have to a sibling is that over there. And she motioned towards Liz. Motioned towards Liz,
That was
reading her
that was
book.
epic timing. Thank you.
You just as you're about
Yeah,
to
she's
say
about
that,
done.
the door swings open as you're about to finish that sentence, and that's when you're like, oh yeah, that one. That's my closest thing to a sibling.
Morning, Wisteria.
Oh. Good morning.
I hope you enjoyed my bed.
Hmm?
Nothing.
Yours?
First of all, motherfucker, she sleeps in my bed.
You just called me your sister. Make up your mind, bro.
Weirdo.
Please, we have enough fucking complications in the other campaign. I don't need it here too.
What in the
Oh, my
Oron
fucking
High
thing
School?
clipped that.
What in the Oron High
My
School horse
fucking-
club?
My
Sisterly
mixer
love.
flipped that. Why?
Oh, the twin thing. Oh,
They're not fucking related. Okay, anyways.
they're not.
Quick.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
Really quick, Barsley's gonna look over at Hellfreak. I didn't know you had siblings, Hellfreak.
Oh, yes, I do. Although, I'm sure they. He's eating. I'm eating. I'm sure they would rather they not be associated with me.
Oh, I'm sorry about that.
It's quite alright. I've come to terms with it.
It's
How
a
many
shame,
do you
though.
have?
Family is important.
Are they more in line with your previous history?
I'm not quite sure what you mean. My three siblings followed along with the family business, as it were, and I did not. Simple as that.
Hmm.
I see.
What family business?
Oh, you know, trade, politics, the like, city life. Wasn't for me.
That's understandable.
Mm-hmm. Well, should we get out of here?
Yes, I wouldn't mind.
Grown quite.
We should head back to
busy.
town.
I could really go for some pie.
Ah, and I could use a drink.
But the only thing you think of, boy.
What do you mean?
Oh, lay off the
It's
lad.
like
I
every
think he's
time
over
you open
pie.
your mouth, it seems to be about pie.
Well, it's my favorite dessert. What can I say?
I think he's
It's
in some.
delicious.
Indeed.
Just feels
There's
like
so many. There's so many.
maybe
pies
we've
this-
just not been talking much, but it seems like every time I hear you talk, that's all I hear.
You know, my favorite pie is
Pie?
green.
but pie is quite good. It's good for any occasion, and there's all kinds,
You're a
like
fruit.
cherry, blueberry, strawberry. And he's just gonna ramble on and name every kind of pie as they're walking.
Just gonna mention wanting to see the widow to
Oh, yeah.
pass on the word and the carving.
Could you like zoom out, please? Thanks. Dang it! Y'all walk really fast. I have short legs.
He's waiting. He's making sure everybody's keeping up.
All right.
Ladies.
I'll say that you guys are all together. So, and I'll before I make this disappear, I'll wait until you guys are off the board.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, let's just.
So-
yeet
Yeah,
ourselves
I'm
off
just gonna pull her over here.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
I moved over here.
the board. Wait, Lucy.
Oh.
So you guys make your way through the dungeon, passing the different bodies that you have left in the different rooms.
We'll clean it out
Forgot to
eventually.
get rid of the bodies,
We'll
guys.
get there.
Yeah, that's a problem for
Side
everybody.
track.
The only clean room seeming to be the one
The entrance.
hallway. Yeah, the entrance and like the one hallway that you guys went through over here.
The one we didn't go through till just now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you guys have that one. Give it 2 seconds.
think
as it's
so.
gonna get very angry. And you guys will then make your way back up through the cellar and to back into the house, into the kitchen, which you do see has now been searched through a little bit. Of course, Barsley knows that it was him who did the searching.
Yeah, he'll apologize that he couldn't cook anybody breakfast.
I put a question mark.
What the hell? Gosh darn it.
That doesn't need a question. Oh. No.
Just sheer nonsense going on right now.
I love it.
Oh, that.
Oh.
That shouldn't have a question mark.
So Warren and Jill, real quick to give you an idea, you guys would have came out around here.
Oh, here? Okay.
Right,
In
where?
this forest area.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
man titties aren't big enough.
I'm sorry, what?
You guys missed it. You guys
Warren.
missed it.
Fuck.
We should trap the hell out of the forest.
What?
Oh.
Well, if any red brands come by thinking that that entryway is still open, we're in for a nasty surprise.
Could just collapse it.
Well, yes, we're still going to do that.
Remember, you got to clarify
Or
with
set
the
up, like,
others because
a
only 2
secure
of you know where
door.
that went.
Emily?
Remember,
Like a
you guys.
secondary entrance and exit would be nice. Sorry.
I was just gonna say, remember, you guys got to clarify with everybody else what the fuck you're talking about, because you did not.
I
know how
imagine
to
we would have
arrange
just
it.
told them.
Oh,
Because
okay.
everyone was curious about it.
Yeah, we would have
I
mentioned
don't
it.
actually know where we're supposed to be, so ignore me.
You would be in the manor up here,
We're around here.
so you guys can just chill over there.
I am tiny.
Yeah, I just go off Warren. He's huge, I'm small.
I think I gotta add more.
Oh Jesus! Why are you guys
I
so
was like, I need to
big?
be smaller. I don't know, we got bigger.
Oh.
You're the
This is
only one whose character got bigger, by the way. I had
Is
to
it?
make mine
Oh,
larger. Yeah.
I don't know, when I dragged her back on, she was
I
big.
think that's
Why are you
Or
guys
maybe
making
a
your
little
character
too
so
big.
big?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What's happening?
Why are... Yeah,
Wait,
we
Get
should be
bigger,
this
There
get
we
big.
go.
gone.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry that we can't have
Shrink
ginormous
yourself.
man titties like Warren.
They're called
Gav also
pecs, right?
looking the doodles.
this is why I was laughing so hard.
Oh
I
my
saw it
God.
the moment it popped up.
You might be wondering.
You gotta have him busting at the buttons, though. You gotta have him busting at the buttons so you can see his armor through. You just be able to see the breastplate
nail
underneath
underneath.
the. Yeah.
Harry has his gauntlets on.
That's a good day when when it had to get polished. That day he had to get polished.
That's just pure natural.
That's
There's no armor under that shirt right now.
All right.
Alrighty.
Going back to the game. Focusing.
Sorry.
Focus.
A
Focus.
couple of us
Focus.
could head to the Town Master's Hall. I am focusing.
No, sorry, I was making a joke. Anyways,
Yeah.
So you come out of the house. You see that it is a brand new day. It looks like the sun is starting to rise over the hills in the distance.
I feel like we've spent days in there. Stretches.
We did.
You
We
spent,
we did.
That must
spent-
be why then.
yeah, you spent at least a day and a half, considering you guys long rested twice.
Yeah, and what time of day is it right now?
It's the morning.
Okay. Just making sure. Should we head to the Town Master's Hall first?
Probably for the best. Get it done quick.
Alright,
Okay.
and I assume they're all walking as they're talking and blah blah blah.
Yeah. So you guys start
Yeah.
walking towards the Hound Hall.
she said.
As you
Bananas.
there's that one point when you're passing the sleeping giant that you see the dwarf lady from before at her door going to unlock it, and she spots you, and she just like keeps her eye on the party, especially Warren, since Warren was the one that threatened her last time you guys chat.
What?
Yep.
Warren is unpleasant when hungover.
Just giving you that I got my eye on you, motherfucker kind of
He
look.
looks at her confused for a second, and then he clicks his fingers and he smiles at her.
She's gonna smile, and then
It's the
she's
first time Warren has smiled in this
She-
campaign.
she's gonna still look at you suspiciously,
Not a very nice
and
one.
she's gonna give you like the fingers, the like pointing to her eyes and then pointing to you and then pointing to her eyes, and like that I'm watching you fingers.
He'll crack his knuckles.
Warren should wink at
This
her.
is just like pushing him from behind.
Yeah, and then after that,
Just
she's
like,
just
"Come on."
gonna she's gonna turn to go in, but not as like, oh, I'm scared, but just like I have shit to do. I'll
Just
take
literally
care.
our
Like, yeah.
Warren does not discriminate. He will beat anyone.
These hands rated E for everybody.
Right.
Exactly.
I'm a feminist. Punches you in the face.
So,
Oh,
all right.
Jesus.
And
Right.
as you're walking through the streets, you do see that the town seems to be coming to life, and actually in the town square, it does
Can I-
look
can I
like
s-
the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I wanted to say
Sexy
something
elf lady?
before we get to that. I
I
actually wanted to do something real quick on our
Yeah.
journey along this road.
Yes, go for it.
I wanted to call to Barsley real quick. Barsley.
Mm.
And I kind of like lag behind just a little bit of everybody else.
Barsley will go up to him. Is everything all right?
I suppose as all right as it can be. You know, a few days ago, when you asked me and I told you a little bit about my concern for Belfie,
Yes.
well, I'm afraid I don't have great news on that aspect. I don't think she'll be getting out of a pact anytime soon.
Barsley's ears will tilt down, and he'll look concerned. Oh.
I thought you might be concerned as well, so I thought I should let you know. It will be rather difficult. If you were interested, of course.
Yes. Thank you for letting me know.
Of course.
She won't worry about it till she's dead.
How?
Damn.
Keep walking.
True.
You're not here.
None
You
of
don't
you are
even
here.
go here.
Fuck up. He doesn't even go here.
You don't even go here.
Hey, you're coming between my ship. I don't appreciate it.
What? What in the Mean Girls.
You ruined. The
My
yams
immersion.
bit
Yeah,
has to
whatever.
happen.
Oh
God, I love
god.
that
Bring on the yams.
Remember senior year during state testing, they let us watch Mean Girls?
Bitch, we've moved on from the topic. Get with the times. We're talking about yams now.
We are
Speaking
not
of
talking
yams,
about
talking
what's
about
happening in the
Migos.
town square?
All right,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah.
Bring it
Yeah,
back.
elsewhere.
Bring it back. Bring it back.
Sorry,
Thank you.
Lean back. Lean back.
I know we're a bunch of people with the ADHDs and the tisms, but we need to bring it back. As you go through town square, you do notice that it looks like they're setting up for something in town square right now.
Ooh,
Looks like carnival.
what does it
Like
look
a
like?
market?
It does look like there are some market booths, but it also looks like there's some booths with like games. There's a sign there looks like on the bulletin board outside Stonehill. It looks like there's a couple of flyers that are up that look like sign-up sheets. And there seems to be a sign around
Somewhere.
here-ish that's says shop to open or shop to magic shop to this way. And
Opening
it
soon.
and it points in this direction to which you see another sign.
It's like a yard sale sign. Yard sale that way.
It's like a fairy trap.
I saw the signs.
I saw the signs.
But it does look like there are some townspeople setting up for stuff.
Parsley is curious.
We can ask in the town master's hall.
We certainly can. That's a good idea. Let's go that way.
All right, so you continue to the town master's hall.
Happiness.
And as you go in, it does look a little less populated than the last couple times you've gone in, but there's still like the usual. There's still like a couple of clerical people behind the desks. And you see the town master in the far left corner with a couple of people in it with like some papers, and he's signing them. Yes, all right. Yeah, this one can go here. I do believe that will be a good one for the festival this year. Yes. Yeah.
Sorry.
And
You know
so
what
you
this
just see-
means, Meg?
The King's
It's
Festival?
about to be a festival date episode. Thank you.
What?
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 bring it back, y'all.
Festival? What about a tournament arc as well? Come on.
Hell yeah.
Okay, wait.
Just
No,
gonna walk
back
up to the
town
front desk.
master hall.
Are we gonna open up a cafe, guys?
All right, you go to
Or in a maid
you
outfit.
go to the front desk, and it's the halfling woman from before. Oh yes, you are from the Running Rams, right? What can I do
Yes.
for you?
Well, we cleared out your red brands that were, I think they were camping out in the manor to the east.
She's gonna look up at you and blink and look in surprise. I'm sorry, you did what?
Is the
You have
town
to-
master in?
Sorry.
Yes, he's over there signing some paperwork, getting ready for the summer solstice.
Oh, is that what the town is getting ready for?
Oh yes, even with the problems it has, it still likes to have its summer solstice festival. Try to cheer up the mood a little bit.
Well, I guess we have good news.
That's nice.
Very well, thank you. And I can't remember the chick's name, but Jill would have remembered her name.
I don't think I gave
What
her a
was it?
name. I don't think I
Didn't
gave her
she
a name.
have one?
Did she?
Scottish.
Enter name
Sorry,
here.
I am Scottish.
She's Scottish. That's what
Okay.
we know.
Her
Make
name
sure
is
to
Scotty.
Excuse me, if it is true that you did do this for the Red Brands, I would suggest if you have proof, the mayor is a little nervous, if you already know, when it comes to these hooligans.
You mean he's a coward? And a rank one at that.
You know, I was trying not to say those words while I'm on the clock.
I understand.
I like my job. Please don't get me fired.
But yes, you are quite correct. But as long as you have proof, then I'm sure he'll be a little more relieved than usual.
You go send someone to just look at the mess we made.
There are quite a few bodies.
Yes, our apologies.
Yes. Let's go ahead and tell the town master, and then we can get somebody sent over there. I unfortunately do not have that authority. I wish I did. I'd get a lot of things done if that was my authority. But
We might be
that's
able
not.
to do something about that.
That's neither
What
here
if
nor
we
there.
make her the town master?
Now go on, go tell him. Shoot. And she
Alrighty.
kind of like gives like the little like the push forward shoo fingers, but not like in a rude way, but just like go on, tell good news.
Right? Harbin Wester, I wrote his name down. So yeah, they walk over to Harbin Wester.
Yes, I do believe that will be a good alleyway for the shop to be in this year. Oh, that man does like to travel around with his shop and...
Mr. Wester.
It's you! I heard about the... Now listen here, I heard about the trouble you had in front of the sleeping giant.
Oh, you need
some-
not concern yourself about that. We went ahead and took care of the Red Brands in the manor. We'll be taking that instead.
He blinks at you and I'm sorry, you took care of... What now?
You had quite a
You have
nest.
your Red Brand problem.
They're
gone.
expired, as some might
No
say.
longer with us. Yes.
He
Killed the
he's...
hell out of them.
Well, except that one.
I'm sorry, except that one.
The goblin. We
Oh,
don't.
don't worry about him.
He's
Oh,
fine.
Don't.
No,
Don't
it's
worry
the other
about
guy who
him.
ran away.
He's just a little. Oh yeah, and that one guy.
There was a guy who
you
literally
like
ran
that
away
as
from
well?
Warren.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
Wait, what?
Yeah, remember that guy?
Yeah, you
like you
did.
killed his
one guy
friend,
ran.
and then he,
He
was
was
like,
like,
"I'm
"No, I'm
done.
good."
I quit," and he left.
He walked away.
His
He
words-
walked away.
His words were, "I don't get paid enough for this."
Right, yeah.
Yeah, he walked away. Warren wasn't
Right.
gonna chase after him while everyone was asleep.
Well, then do you have proof of this task you've done?
Yes,
Um,
Want
it's
to go over
pretty.
there yourself?
What
You can
what
see the
should we
carnage.
use? I have that ring. We also have the Blackhawk sword.
We left all the dead bodies, my dear.
Then there are the dead bodies.
We also have stationery from the head mage dude.
Oh yeah, I gave that to Barsley. Yeah.
If we could have a couple of people to clear out the leftovers, would you be able to arrange that?
He looks at it like, may I see this supposed letter?
I don't want to give him the one with the black spider, the black widow, black spider.
The Blackhawk?
No,
No?
No, the
Oh,
black
pretty sure it was a
spider.
spider.
We have a few different things we could use. Like, what?
I mean, why don't we also say that literally the lady that got kidnapped? We can be like, well, I
Oh,
mean,
yeah.
what's her face
Oh.
is back?
The woodworker's wife and children.
Well, and also the elf's niece.
Yes, the elf
Yeah.
niece too.
Yeah, we have a couple of witnesses as well. So.
Witnesses.
Yeah, we
Alright.
should tell them that.
Gloria, and he waves to this human woman that's behind him. Yes, Mr. Mayor. I need you to go gather the captain, and we're going to go explore and see if what these people say is true about the Red Brands being out of the manor and taking care of and whatnot. And you said you had witnesses?
Yes.
We do.
Several.
All right, I want a list of these names so I can go interview them. I will do that myself. I need to know that these menaces are out of my city.
Don't we not out of character? Don't we not trust him?
Yeah, I know. I was thinking.
I was
No.
thinking.
Don't we have reason
Like, I
not
know,
to trust him?
we know
heard
he's a
rumors
coward.
That he was in cahoots with them.
Right, yeah.
Right.
So I'm like,
I don't want that
I'm not
Well,
gonna
I mean,
give
we
you those
could
names.
threaten him. We can be like, all right, we'll give you the names, but if anything happens to them, we know who did it, and you'll be next.
I think everybody's making a good point. I say maybe for their own security that we keep their names private.
Yeah, I don't want to give out names. We've been through enough.
Matter, we go with him.
How
I mean,
about
Warren
this?
could just.
Warren goes with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, Warren is gonna go with them.
A
Okay,
big,
well, there we go.
intimidating, beefy boy
Yeah,
goes with him.
He'll respond to that with just, why don't we go check out the manor first, and you can see what we wrought, and then we'll deal with the witnesses later.
Make an intimidation check with advantage.
With advantage.
Are you using your
have-
strength modifier?
Not for that.
Or are you using your charisma? Okay.
Charisma.
Yeah, because you're talking. Oh no.
I did just take a proficiency in persuasion.
I do have intimidation. Okay.
I would
good
hope
check.
so. You're big, bulking behemoth. And you could-
Joke's on you, I'm proficient in intimidation. I'm not.
The little
It's a
ditty
joke.
wizard.
15?
Not in this campaign.
Well, 15 does indeed pass to his Constitution saving throw of 4. So,
He really is scared of you.
he's gonna look at you, and you can just see him starting to sweat. And he takes out that familiar handkerchief that he's been like dotting his forehead with the last few times you've seen him. And be like, quite right. That's fair enough. I'm sure we can arrange stuff. Gloria, can you please go get the guard, please? We'll do that right away. The human girl just nods, and you see her run off out the town hall.
This is a bad idea.
And it takes about 5 to 10 minutes, but she does return back with a couple of town guards. All right.
If after you've seen the scene, you still require witnesses, then we can figure it out then.
Jill's gonna turn to Helfrich. Would you go with me to see the woodworker's widow?
Of course.
Okay, and then those two will go and do that.
Okay. Is there any other groups that are dividing off, that are doing things, or is there anybody going with the respective other groups that have currently formed?
Where's Jill and Helfrich going?
To see the widow.
Woodworkers
Okay,
with
and then
Warren
is going with
the town master
Townsmaster.
and some of the city guard to go look at Trustador Manor.
Jill took Helfrich because priest.
let's go with
Because
Warren
priest.
and then Town Master.
Okay.
And there was only 2.
And then there was 2.
They go on a pie date.
oh my god.
Barsley
Barsley and Belfi, what are you two doing?
Belfi, would you like to go get some pie?
I'm so glad Warren walked away. Fuck.
We can wait for the others.
Lions trailer.
Sure, I wouldn't mind getting some pie with you, Bosley.
Oh, excellent. Well, off we go then. And he's gonna
Are-
just walk with her.
They're gonna go eat some pie together.
Yeah. while they
Okay,
wait for the
so I need
have no
one
comment
person
on
from
this.
each. Choose somebody from each group, and you're gonna roll for initiative to see what order we go in for these groups.
group. Would you like to do the honors, Maggie?
Yeah,
Sounds
So
good.
we can
the
do it.
honors.
Also, there's definitely no pie that direction.
Right, I was thinking.
I don't know where to go.
So-
I'm sorry.
Go to
Over here.
Stonehill is where you guys have been staying, if that's what you're looking for.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Over here is where the pie would be.
Put you right there, Parsley.
They knew where
do
they
you
were
want to roll
going.
initiative?
No, you go for it.
Well, in that case, I got 6.
I don't like your initiative. I want to roll for our initiative.
I didn't add my fucking modifier. Holy
Funny,
shit,
I
hold on.
rolled for ours. I hope that's okay.
That's more than fine.
I take it back.
I got a
That's
21.
what we get.
It's a 9.
9. 9.
Okay, so that would make Wiss and Warren first, and then Belfie and Barsley
Barsley.
second, and then
So-
Jill and
So-
Elfric.
Just to ask, because I don't think I was cognizant enough when it was told. Were we promised the manor?
We were promised
We were-
nothing.
We
were
promised
promised
nothing.
nothing.
We're taking
We
the
are
We're
manor.
demanding-
taking the manor.
So we're gonna
We're
push for
demanding
the manor.
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
it is
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
abandoned.
we want the manor,
Fact-
yes.
We might even have squatters' rights at that point because nobody else is there. So
Right.
We've quite literally
And
cleared
we'll
the place.
fucking kill anyone who wants it.
We're taking the
Oh,
manor.
God.
we are king of the hill. You see.
Princess decided she wants the
This
castle.
is our town now.
So what I'm gonna do this time is I'm gonna do a 5-minute. So we'll spend. I'm gonna do a 5-minute timer. So it'll be like once 5 minutes hit, we'll switch to the next group, and then that group it's 5 minutes, and the next group it's 5 minutes, and then we'll start the round over. Does that sound fair to everybody?
Yeah.
that's fine.
That's good.
Okay, cool.
Interesting. Okay.
So, Warren and
And, like-
Wisteria, you guys are traveling with the town's guard and the town master. You pass by the familiar buildings again. The dwarf woman from Sleeping Giant is no longer outside. She is currently inside. And you make your way to Trezendar Manor. Is there anything you wish to say or do on your way there, or are we just going straight over?
I think Warren
Oh.
would think it's more intimidating to just stay silent while this contingent follows him.
Yeah, I mean, Wiz might not say anything, but she's definitely gonna like watch the town master, like his mannerisms as they get closer.
Oh my gosh. What if Wiz is standing behind them all and they just look back? And she's just smiling. Looking back.
She would just be watching to see, you know, if his demeanor changes as they get closer.
You do see as you're walking, it's the town guard. Like there's some in front, some behind the town master. So there is like people between you guys, but you can see between the two that are behind him. You just pretty much the whole time you see him have this body language of being nervous.
Mhm.
Every once in a while, he'll take off his handkerchief and, dot the sweat from his face.
Is he like leading the pack a little bit?
No,
Like, does it seem like he knows where like familiar at all?
Well, I think so. It's still part of this town.
Yeah, but we know what I mean.
He does know where he's going because he's the town master. He kind of needs to know where all these buildings are. And you did tell
Right.
him that it was in Trezendar Manor, but he's not at the head of the group. There are some town guards that are in front of him.
Okay.
In kind of like a protective formation since he's a high-ranking officer of the town.
Right. Continue.
All right, so you say they were hiding here in this rundown manor?
Did you not know
Mhm.
that?
No, I did not. I just knew that they were around. And there were many.
Insight check.
Bitch, shut up, you're not
I'm
here.
muted.
I can hear you.
I know you can.
I can also hear
Mute
you.
yourself
We
in
can-
my
we can
room.
all
We can
hear you
all
through-
hear
Everyone
you.
can hear you.
Why?
Yes. Sorry. Oh, that was so funny. I mean, yeah, she said it, but I was gonna do it anyway. I do want to insight and see if he's lying about knowing they were there.
Okay, go ahead and roll for it. Roll insight.
I'm great at that. Okay, it's a +3. You know, let's try the online dice. I don't even know what that is. 18?
18. Okay. As he's saying this, he does seem a little surprised and kind of like perplexed, as it's like, why would anybody stay in this what he would consider an abandoned shithole? Because it's a rundown
This is our
building.
shithole now.
Well, it's not completely falling apart. It's definitely very old. Like, I don't consider it to be looking like this, like it does in the map, where there's like big gaps.
Doesn't know there's a cellar problem.
It just looks like a big, spooky, abandoned manor.
Perfect.
That definitely needs some
Continue.
TLC.
Good thing we got a big boy.
I don't understand why anybody would hide in this place, but all right, especially with their numbers.
Because no one was going to it. You don't have anyone ever look at this place, even just to tear it down if necessary. Something's gonna crawl into it. It's common sense.
He looks a little dumbfounded at the notion, like he never has thought of that before.
We need to impeach this guy.
But he's going to wave his hand like, yes, that does make sense. Yes, aha. Gosh darn it.
I think we need to impeach
and with
him
that,
and put this lady in charge.
that is a pause, because that is 5 minutes, so we go to our next group. The next turn, which is Belfie and Barsley. Belfie and Barsley, you make your way over to Stonehill Inn to get some pies. You come in. It's not as busy with people like it usually is, but it does look like the staff, like there's still some people, but it does look like the majority of the attention the staff is doing looks like they're preparing for something currently.
The solstice.
Barsley will find him and Belfie a table before he pulls out the chair for Belfie and goes, "Here you go."
Understood.
Thank you, Bosley.
Yeah.
And she takes a seat.
He'll push her in, and then he'll take his own seat, waiting for the. It's not a waitress. It's a
barmaid.
The barmaid.
Barmaid. Thank you. Yes.
All right, as it takes a minute, but the barmaid from before that was gossiping about the Elven Dilf, as you called him from before, comes up.
Listen, I know what I'm about.
Welcome back. You haven't been here for a day. What can I get for you?
We've been quite busy, as I see you all are. Might I ask what the occasion is?
We're getting ready for the Summer Solstice Festival. The Stonehill, we're hosting a drinking contest.
Oh?
Yeah, very exciting.
Yes, this is not the first time I've heard about this recently. It sounds quite fun.
Oh yeah, we're currently trying to gather a prize for the winner.
Fascinating. Well, we don't want to take too much of your time. What pies do you have today?
Let's see. I believe that the missus made a blueberry, an apple. I think there's might be a peach.
Those all sound quite good. I suppose I'll have apple this time. Belfie, what about you?
Could I have the peach one?
Apple and peach. Okay. Did you want peanut butter on it like you got last time? And he looks to you. She looks to you, Barsley.
Not this time. Thank you, though. Belfie, would you like a tea?
Oh, yes, I would love some tea. Just a black iced tea would be fine for me.
Ice black tea. Okay. So I'll go ahead and get that for you. It should only be a minute or two. I'll be right back.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And she'll walk off towards the kitchen, to which it will take just about like 2 minutes at most, before she comes back with the iced black tea and the 2 slices of pie. And she's also brought you a water, Barsley.
Thank you. Barsley will go ahead and dig into his pie. While he's eating, he's kind of dwelling a little bit on what Hellfreak has just told him, but then he's going to remember the promise Belfie made to him, and he's going to be a little at ease at that, just trying to remind himself, she made a promise, and surely she wouldn't break a promise. I trust her.
I'm gonna be honest, I forgot what this promise was.
I don't know what the promise is either.
Damn! Okay,
What
well,
Belfie
the
promised?
promise was if Belfie needed anything, if she was in danger, if she needed help, to not be afraid to ask him or the group.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome.
Oh shit, I was
It's been
like,
a
what
couple
did I
weeks.
say? What was the promise I
The
made?
offense. Oh
Maggie,
my
write
god.
it down so you don't forget.
Write that down. Write that down.
Write it down. Put it in your channel. Right now.
Oh god, that's a lot of words.
Just anything happens that involves pact, that might be good or bad, involve group. Done.
That's help.
If need help, ask.
If need help, ask. Yes.
If need help concerning pact, ask for help. I did it twice. Oh well. If need help concerning pact, ask for help.
Excellent. All right, we're good.
Jeez.
That's
You were
it
on
on
the
my side.
clock.
Yeah.
Anyway. Did she bring in the stuff, or were you waiting for
Yeah,
the
she
stuff?
brought the stuff.
Okay. My brain.
That's okay. Your clock just went up. So next.
Perfect. Saved by the bell.
Okay, so now we go to Jill and Hellfreak. You're making your way downtown, walking fast, paces past, and you're woodworker bound.
Right here.
Across the street, not very
We're
far.
across the street.
Yeah. So
Jill's gonna knock on the door.
you had heard what sounded like the sounds of life on the other side of the door, which after you knock, it goes silent for a second. And then after a couple more seconds, you see the door just slightly crack open and you see the familiar eyes of Myrna. And after she looks through the door, she opens it up wider. Oh, it's just you. Sorry. Forgive me for being a little cautious.
Quite
That's
alright.
understandable.
Yes. Give her a warm smile back.
Please, come in, come in.
After you.
Okay, yeah, they go in.
She lets you in, closes the door. I was just about to make some breakfast and some tea if you'd like to join us. The children haven't gotten up. I haven't woken the children up. I figured they could use the rest.
It's quite
Oh,
alright. Do
this-
not trouble
this-
yourself.
Shouldn't take us too long.
No.
Jill's gonna reach into her pocket and she's going to pull out something wrapped in her handkerchief and unwraps it and holds the carving of the horse out to her.
Oh, I know this work anywhere.
We found your husband. I'm sorry we were too late to help him.
I already knew he was gone long past. They killed him before we even were taken to the manor. But to think that they dragged his body back there. And she begins to tear up a little bit. Thank you.
I'm very sorry for your loss.
Thank you for bringing this to me. Belle was quite the woodworker, she says as she looks at the little wooden horse in her hand.
Oh, and then Jill's also gonna pull out the chisel. I grabbed this as well. I didn't know if you wanted to keep it or pass it on.
She sees it, her eyes go wide a little bit, and then she enthusiastically takes it to you and holds it to her chest. Thank you. It's like a part of him is still here a little bit with this here.
If you'd like, we did find his remains. Would you like a proper burial of him, perhaps somewhere near your home?
She looks up and she's like, if that is possible, wouldn't his body have rotted away too much to transport it?
Regardless of the situation or what state he is in, we feel it's only right that he get a proper burial and be near loved ones, of course.
I'd like that. Let us have a proper goodbye, as
yes.
you could say.
I may perform burial rites if you need. Did he follow any of the gods?
He did believe that there were higher powers up there. We never really discussed it much.
It can be a personal matter for some. I will give what I can if you need me, or you may ask the sister in town at the Shrine of Luck if you prefer.
And you may also let her know where you would like your husband's remains to be taken.
There is a cemetery just outside of town. I'm sure he would like to be buried with his parents there.
We'll arrange it for you.
Thank you so much. Your group has been so kind, rescuing us and offering to bring his remains back. I thank you. And with that, we go back to Wisteria and Warren.
Hey.
Cool.
Go ahead if there's something you wanted to do.
No.
So Wisteria, Warren, you and the guards and the town master have made your way into the house. The town master is looking rather disgusted by how dirty and dusty the inside is. I note no signs of life has been had here for quite some time. Are you sure?
You're so eager to claim that we've not done this job. Follow. He'll go to the room where we slaughtered 3 of them in this tiny little closet.
The bugbears.
Okay, so you lead him.
No. Even before the first round, with the little
Oh, right.
side
Oh,
chamber.
yeah.
Yeah.
You mean in
first room.
in the cellar, right?
Yes.
No, on the
No, on
the-
It was
There
the
was
first
no-
the
floor.
first floor.
Yeah, well, no, that wasn't. So, where all the killings happened in the cellar. All of that that whole dungeon was the cellar.
After
that
we went
whole
through the
area was
door?
cellar.
Yeah,
Mm.
you have to get there. So I'm gonna pause this real quick just so I'm gonna pause the timer so that way this explanation doesn't cut into your time. Yeah, so when you went into the house, you went through the house, you saw the footprints that led to the kitchen, to the cellar door. You went down the stairs into the cellar, and that first room with the waterfall was the first cellar, and you went off into a storage room off of that.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Got
So everywhere you killed people, that was all the cellar. That was all the underground stuff.
Gotcha.
I am resuming.
I mean, Warren's statement wouldn't stand, or would stand, and he would just
Yeah,
lead him to the cellar.
yeah, I know. I'm just making sure you understand map-wise where you guys are at.
Yeah, I gotcha.
So he follows you. He and the guards follow you down into the cellar, and it's like they're like, what the hell? When they finally come down, and at first they see like the cellar, kind of surprised about the water thing there. And then you take him to the room, open the door, and of course they see just like blood, and the dead bodies there. Oh my! Those are dead bodies. Yes. I see 3 here.
You don't have to shriek.
We told you what to expect.
My girl, you don't typically see.
Surprised?
You don't typically see dead bodies in my line of work, dear boy.
Again, I reiterate, we told you what you'd see. You didn't wish to come, you didn't have to come.
As town master, I have a duty to fulfill. I have to make sure the evidence is clear and whatnot.
Well, there's a good amount more, so prepare yourself.
Unless this is all you needed to see.
No, there are definitely more than 3 red brands. I want to make sure that you took care of all of them. Yes.
She's gonna like lightly shrug and be like, I try so hard.
No one ever listens to the wizard.
No.
Alright
It's
then,
wizard
follow me.
time. It's wizard time, mother.
All right, what room do you take them to next?
Lead him deeper into the carnage.
Yeah, Warren would take them on the exact like route they took, basically.
Show them
Okay.
the cells where they sold people.
Yeah, the cells. Yeah.
Go through the
Okay, so-
bugbears, go through the whole dining hall.
So you go
The
through
dead
this.
weird creature.
So you do go through the whole building, down the hallway with the traps that are still deactivated currently. See the dead bodies of the guards in the slave holds, the busted up skeletons in the mausoleum, and through until you get all the way to the wizard's bedroom, to where he is very shocked to see the dead man there. Why, good heavens! Ayano! Why would you kill Mr. Oh, fuck, what's his last name? Albrick!
I have a teacher named Mr. Albrecht.
Why was he here?
I don't know.
Red brand hideout.
You. What is the punishment for enslavement and
Human
Trafficking.
murder.
yeah, she's just gonna
What
like
could
she's
it-
been reading the book the whole time and looking up, and now
What
finally
could it
looks
go
up
down
at
in
the
that
town
ditch?
guy.
Enslavement, murder, trafficking. Well, that is a very hefty fine, and the price for that will be
fine.
not
Oh,
well,
fine.
like not fine, like punishment. Sorry, it'll be a hefty punishment, which will be revealed in your next turn. Now we are back to Belfie and Barsley.
All right.
About to pop off.
Well, now you get to think about how you want to pop off at this man.
Punishment, divine wrath.
What? I'm sorry. What?
No,
It's our
no,
turn
sorry,
again.
that was me. Yeah, it's your turn.
Did Belfie have anything to say?
No, I don't. I
Nom.
don't know how to get what for her to say.
Then act it out.
I'm trying to think, bro.
What is she doing? What is she doing right now? Is she fidgeting? Is she waiting? Is she sitting in silence? Is she looking at Barsley?
Okay, fine. She's taking sips, eating some pie, and she glances at Barsley every once in a while, a little shyly.
Aw. Parsley's just
She does-
eating pie.
She doesn't quite realize that she looks at him shyly. but she does. I would say,
your
if
pie
anything, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, yes, it is. How about your pie, Barsley?
It's quite good, although I would rather have more cinnamon.
Hmm. Uh,
The festival sounds fun. We should all attend to it. Celebrate, if you will.
yes, it's been a while since I've attended a festival. I think it'd
I've
be
never
rather
been to one.
nice.
It sounds fun. Never been to one myself.
It's a good change of pace. I think everyone would have fun.
Quite.
Some of them have games, some of them have food stalls.
Oh,
Mm-hmm. And some performances. Who knows?
well, I'd like to do all of that.
Well, we'll make sure to do that then. She like smiles.
He smiles back, and then he's gonna remember something. I have to. Belfie, thank you. If it weren't for you finding my mother's ring, I wouldn't know it would even be down there. And had Hellfreak not found that list, I wouldn't even have found out that my father may or may not be alive. I'm eternally grateful.
Belfie's eyes widen a little bit, and she gives him a soft smile. Of course, Bosley. I'm glad I found it. It's that. I'm glad I was able to give something back to you that was so important. I would give anything to find something that was If something happened that belonged to my father, I would give anything to have it. So I can kind of understand.
Unfortunately, I can't give you the ring, but I do really want to repay you. Give my thanks.
You don't need to repay me, Bosley. It's quite all right.
No, really, I insist.
Belfie thinks. Well, why don't you accompany me with the festival?
Well, I mean, of course, of course I'll be there, and so will Warren and Hellfreak and Jill and.
She
Wisteria.
shakes her head. She shakes her head.
Oh
And she's
my
like,
gosh.
I'm doing it, boys.
Let's.
You're making the first move!
She doesn't know why, but she wants to do this. She shakes her head a little bit, and she's like, no, Bosley, how about it's just us? Little change of pace, why not?
Cheeks are gonna puff up as he's blushing entirely. Yes, sure. I can do that.
Belfie,
Right.
can you make me a perception check, please?
Question mark, but all right, I'll accept.
The DM told you to. You don't have a choice.
I know.
Nibbles on fork.
21.
Perfect. You totally see the redness of Barsley's skin coming from underneath his fur, and especially on the tip of his ears on the inside where there's not where there's very thin fur.
Oh, seeing this, Belfie's gonna kind of realize, and she's also gonna break out in like a blush. Her shoulders are blushing, her face is blushing. She's she kind of like looks away a little bit, very shy like now.
With all that blushing, it is actually the next turn. So we will we'll return to you next round. Back to Jill and Hellfreak.
Okay.
Your timer starts now.
Let's just say that we say our like
We
we'll get
say our
spotty and stuff like
goodbyes.
that. Yeah, and we leave.
Take care of everything.
Yep.
All right. So do
And then we
you?
walk out the door.
She gives you
Do-
another thank you. Thank you. I don't know how to repay you.
Oh,
Yes, of course.
you don't have to worry about that.
Just doing our duties.
The
She
dead deserve respect.
She nods and wishes you well on your journeys. And you guys start heading out. Where are you going to next?
Well, Jill, where would you like to go to next? We're a bit
Hmm.
separated from everybody at this point.
I kind of want to go back to the town master's hall and ask around about, well, the town master.
Odd, but alright, I'll follow your lead.
I'm thinking, and they're walking. I'm thinking we might get some more objective, or rather subjective opinions from them without their boss around.
They do work closely with him. Perhaps they've seen something they are fearful to tell.
And now we're on the same wavelength.
Excellent. Alright,
Alright.
and we bust in the door. We kick it in. Kya!
It's
Give
helping.
us all your money.
We're
Did you
here
actually-
to... no,
We're
I'm
on the
assuming-
place. So.
I'm
we are the
assuming-
Inquisition.
I'm assuming you didn't actually kick in the door. And
No,
this
we
is-
opened it quite normally.
Quite normally.
Okay, just making sure because you never know with some people. Anyways,
We're not
Us-
Warren.
Damn.
damn.
I'm kidding.
You go into the door, and obviously the town's guard, and the town master are currently away, along with the rest of your companions. You do see that the halfling woman is still behind her desk, and you see a couple of people who look like they're preparing for the festival currently going around. Like, you might overhear some people talking about how excited they are about the festivities for tomorrow,
Okay.
and whatnot.
I'd say they'd probably approach the front desk first.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, you also see Sildar currently.
Oh, Sildar's there.
What's he doing?
Let's go talk to him.
Yeah.
Sildar is currently looking like he's talking with a couple of other people. If you'd like to make your perception check, I can
Yes.
tell you a little more about the people he's standing with.
Let's be nosy.
Let's be nosy. Ooh.
Perception check, you say?
Yes.
I got
Yeah.
24.
Ooh, well, you probably did better than me, but I think I did all right. Perception, I got 18.
All right, perfect. You both notice that they're all wearing similar robes, like not uniformed, but like very similar in garb. And one that is kind of their body turns towards you, like they're not paying attention to you. They're still talking to Sildar, but their body is cheated out to you. You notice there is a patch on their jacket that is for the Harpers.
Oh, it's the Harper
Ah.
fellows again.
Well, Sildar is one of them.
Real quick, refresh my memory, DM. Sildar was part of an organization, but it wasn't the Harpers, if I recall.
He
Oh.
is part of the Lord's Alliance.
Lord's Alliance.
Oh,
which
oh,
is a
okay.
Similar law-keeping group. I need
Which-
to write that down.
Which they
But I think we-
are they are associated with the Harpers.
Okay. They're the Lords of what again?
Lord's Alliance.
Lord's
Alliance.
Alliance. Okay. Jill's gonna call out to Sildar.
Ah, friends. I haven't seen you in almost 2 days. How have your travels been?
Quite messy.
You know, the usual for us.
Oh, do tell me.
Well, we tracked the Red Brands down to a manor on the eastern outskirts of town. We cleared it out, and the town master as well as a couple from our party are there now.
Oh. What did you find out? And you will tell him on your next turn.
That was quick. Jeez.
Yep.
It's
5 minutes goes by fast. All right, back to Wisteria and Warren. Wow. Warren.
Wow.
Accurate.
That was
Your
beautiful.
timer starts now. So the last place you were was in the wizard's quarters where the body of Iarna Albrecht was located. You see the townmaster starting to look around the room. Is there any paperwork or anything that might say what he was doing here and part of this organization?
Oh, well, yes, there is.
He's gonna look over to you, Wisteria. On that note.
Sorry, what was that?
He looked, because of what Wisteria just said, he's gonna look over to Wisteria. Well, I'm assuming you found it, if you are making a note of it.
What was the symbol on it?
A black spider was on the symbol of the letter, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, on the letter was the symbol of the black spider.
Are you familiar with the... yeah, she'll describe that symbol to him.
A black spider. I've heard whisperings of this person, creature, whatnot. None of us have ever seen them. By God, I hope it's not an actual giant spider. And he kind of shivers at the thought. He looks up to the captain of the guard. Is there anything you know? Well, we've heard quite a few things. We know that they're heading some organization that's no good. But where they reside, we're not quite sure. Is there anything you found in this evidence you've apparently found?
What is he asking me?
Have you?
If you found anything else?
If there's anything besides the symbol that you found?
He wants to know if there's any incriminating evidence against him.
Yeah, I mean, she'll kind of go over what she remembers in the letter, but
What
leaves out,
happened
you
to the
know,
letter?
Barsley has it. She knows Barsley has it.
That's the primary letter, but there were a couple of other missives that he had between other people, saying, "Oh darn, isn't
I
it
don't
such
have
a shame that we..."
my notes because they died.
I'm assuming you're describing the letter, so, and I have the letter in front of me, so.
Right, yeah.
Oh, spies and never.
She would leave out like names.
Gotcha. Well, luckily there wasn't really names in here. Besides
Okay, cool.
Iarna, addressing Iarna. Do you leave out Iarna's name? Which I'm assuming you don't, since you kind of
No.
already mentioned it.
He's murdered.
Yeah. So spies in Neverwinter. There's most definitely spies anywhere if it's all the way there. And it sounds like they were looking to capture your lot as well. Working for the dwarves. You are working for dwarves?
Question mark.
Are we?
Yeah, question.
We were,
were.
yes.
Yeah.
Gundren, no.
Gundren's
Yes.
a dwarf.
Correct.
Yeah.
Working alongside drawers. Yeah.
Wonder what it is that I wanted with these dwarves and with you. That is
Don't
definitely...
tell them.
That is something I would definitely like to know.
Fuck them. They don't even know.
She has looked back at her book at this point and shrugs. I honestly don't know.
We don't know. Warren actually has no fucking clue.
It does look like all the red brands that we know of are accounted for. Town Master, I would like to request, and you will find that out your next turn. Belfie and Barsley.
Oh God.
Just remember that
Remember, if
dwarves
you
have a
guys
map.
don't know what to do,
They
I will
have
say if you
one,
don't know what to do
pattern?
or you
Oh,
want to
right,
skip your
yeah.
turn, you are allowed to skip your turn.
Was there anything Belty wanted to do?
The last thing you two did would blush.
The
like the
characters
awkward
are
teenagers.
blushing. That's all I know.
No, like the awkward teenagers you are.
Yeah, but I would say Barsley's like kind of, well, not dwelling, but he's now thinking about this whole arrangement that him and Belfie have just made, and it's just like, he's like contemplating with himself a little bit, mentally just being like, is this a date? Is this a date? I'm not sure. It's been quite some time since the last time I've been on a date. Is this a date? I don't know. And that's it.
Belfie's just like, oh my god, I just asked him to spend time with me alone. Oh my god. I
It's
can't believe I
totally
did
that
this.
on the outside.
What the fuck are we doing?
Oh my god.
You guys are currently freaking out internally in
Mentally
front of
freaking
each
out,
other.
yeah.
That's what you're
basically.
doing.
Quietly eating pie.
Yep, yep.
With red faces, just flushed.
Absolutely.
At this point, I'll say the. Oh, go ahead. Sorry. No, you go ahead.
What were you gonna say?
It doesn't matter. I was just trying to pad time since it seemed like you guys didn't know what to do. So you go ahead.
I was just gonna say for shits and giggles because you know what? Why not? Barsley is going to, being the good boy he is, he's gonna notice that perhaps Belfie doesn't have a napkin, and he's going to take his napkin, and as he's handing it to her while she's still eating, he's going to look down to make sure she didn't already have crumbs on her, and he's gonna see her.
Yes.
Yeah, he's gonna remember when he last saw them, and his cheeks and neck are gonna immediately puff up. Just
those yams, bro.
Those yams, bro. Like an airbag.
You need a napkin.
Belfie will look back at Bartley, seeing how blushy is, and she's gonna be like, yes, and she'll take the napkin shakily.
Barsley will try not to stare and immediately go back to eating his pie. This pie is quite good.
Yes, it's delicious. Such great pie.
At this point, the barmaid from before Elsa will come and be like, "All right, is there? Oh my word, you both are red as a tomato. Are you all right? Why did she turn southern? She's a valley girl. Holy fuck!
I don't know what happened to her. She had an identity crisis.
Matilda was like, I've been away for too long. Matilda was like, I've been away for too long. I want to see these fuckers too. Are you okay? Like, this is you're red as tomatoes. Maybe pomegranates.
We're fine.
What?
Yes,
I was waiting for
It's
something.
a little warm in here, but that's quite all right.
Wait, what did Percy just say? Hold on. My brain did not register. What did he just say?
He said, we're fine. It's quite warm in here, but otherwise it's fine.
Okay. I thought you said something else. Yes, it's just a little warm.
Let me just open
You know what?
this.
Perhaps we'll have some ice cream. Could we have some ice cream, please?
Oh, yes, ice cream. And she like nods her head vigorously, like yes.
Yeah, I can get you ice cream. How about I open this? And she just awkwardly goes over to the window by your table and just like pushes it open a little bit so breeze comes in. Let me just open this for you too. Yeah, I'll go get that ice cream. Just You know, it's a little pricey because it's kind of, you know.
It's fine.
It's
fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I'm buying. It's fine. I can afford it.
Oh, okay. I'll go get that. I'll go get that now. Okay.
I just
And
imagine
she-
they're sitting there and like it's just dead silence and a fucking somehow a tumbleweed goes through the fucking store. Like
Just awkwardly walks away.
Oh Lord. I'm good for now.
yeah,
That was great.
we can move on to the next person.
Yeah. Okay. So, Jill and Hellfreak, your timer starts now.
Okay.
So, please tell me more about what you found out.
Well, they
And,
have quite an operation down there.
They've been trafficking humans. Well,
they've
people in
been
general.
what?
Trafficking in people.
My lord,
Yeah, it's quite unfortunate.
it's worse than I thought.
We found a ledger that goes back a couple of years.
Really? Do you mind if I see it?
Oh, I don't have it on me, but perhaps we can meet up later.
Yes, I would like that. Maybe it has some information so we can find these people and free them.
Actually, you know what? Can we, for convenience sake, because I think if anything we left it with Barsley, but can we just say that I took it back from Barsley after we saw who the name was, who was in it, and then we just have it so we can give it to him now?
Well, I don't think
That
you.
works.
Well, you have the book still that has who they were sold to, correct?
Yeah, is that not the ledger that you're?
The ledger. Yeah.
There's
I-
two. There's two books.
Because there's the book that has who they were sold to, and then there's like the scroll with the list of, just the list of names and how much they sold.
Yeah.
Either
that
way, we
was-
have both of them.
Okay.
Both. Fine.
Yes, if you have that information, I would definitely like it. Maybe we can find these people and free them, if we know who they went to.
Yes, of course. Put your agents to work. Let's just say we hand them both because I think we don't need any information out of them anymore, anyways.
Are we sure about that? Let's get a copy. Can we get a copy?
Of course. Yes, of course. He takes the book and he hands it to this female elf that is with him. Can you write down this information and so we can give them the book back? And he kind of before he handed it to her, he did kind of thumb through it and he recognizes. Huh. I recognize this name right here.
Let me guess. Dawntree?
Yes, he was a great hero in these lands. Went missing quite some time ago.
We've heard of him. We thought he was dead.
Yes, it was rumored that he was dead for quite a while. From
But
what I
Did
understand,
you?
nobody
did
quite
you-
know. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. Did your organization know otherwise?
I didn't personally work with Dawntree, but we know he did quite a deal of good. Great fighter. Went around the lands and fought well. Nobody knows why, though, but some years ago, he just seemed to change. Didn't have much fight in him. And just seemed to get worse. Until one day he was on a trip with some of his comrades and just went missing. Not sure of the details myself. I'm sure if you run across one of
Yes.
his former comrades, they could tell you more.
It's quite the mystery. We'll do that.
Who do you know who his comrades were last he was seen?
I know that he had... Let me break up my sheet real quick. Should have had this prepared, but that is my fault. Yes, he had... I know there was a human fellow, a tabaxi.
It was
and
me. It was Beth.
Yeah, there were
Would be
two at one point.
Shit.
Not
Ooh.
sure. I want home. Come on. Files. There we go. I'm gonna go a couple seconds over your timer because I didn't pause it before I went looking for the thing. My apologies.
Thank you.
And that is a fault on me, not you guys. There was a Gallus bard, Dale Aline, I believe his name was. Marvelous fellow.
Bards certainly are easier to keep track of.
Very talented fellow. I believe he actually, every once in a while, comes through Phandalin. He is a native in the area.
Oh, really?
This is where
Perhaps
he originally came from.
Perhaps
if I remember
we will
correctly.
pay him a visit.
I'm sure you'll...
Well-
There's a chance you may run into him during the Solstice Festival. From my days going to school with him, he did like the Solstice Festival a lot. Typically wouldn't miss it.
Well, we do thank you for the information, Sildar.
Anything else you found out?
I believe that was all.
Well, we do believe that there might be another in charge of their organization, actually.
Oh,
Does the black spider mean anything to you?
a black spider. He looks in shock. And then we go back over to Wiz and Warren.
Yep.
Hey.
Hi, that's me.
It is.
Your timer starts now.
We're waiting for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
Fuck, what
I
was
was
the last...
like,
I'm keeping up with 3 groups right now. What was the last thing I said? Fuck.
You were the guard captain, and you said to the town master.
Yes, okay, thank you. Okay,
I
Yeah.
declare.
I remember
I do
now. Thank
declare.
you. I believe they do deserve a reward for this. Taking care of this large group, it does look like as we were going through each room that all known members in the area are accounted for. And one unknown member, as it looks like. We're gesturing down to the Dark Mage at their feet.
Oh.
Quite right. I do agree with you, Captain. I'm sure we have some gold we can spare too as a thank you.
Wiz will look to Warren.
And the manor.
The manor?
The manor?
Yeah, I think we'd just like this manor. And, a little gold to fix it up because, like you said, it is kind of a dump.
Well, Town Master, I believe this is a very... I don't even know what accent I'm doing anymore, I'm gonna be honest.
It's fine.
Just go with it.
It works.
It's like a French, Scottish. Anyways, I do believe this is very fair. Very fair. Nobody lives here. Nobody's lived here in a couple decades, if I remember correctly. This is true. And we can certainly, to these people who have rid us of a trouble that we were having trouble with ourselves, it is the least we can do. The town master looks a little bit flustered, but eventually does nod. All right, well, the captain's right. This place hasn't been occupied in quite some time, besides, obviously, the unexpected occupancy that we weren't aware of. So, I suppose we can work out the paperwork and give you the deed to this place.
And?
And he kind of looks like Because it's just like, I just give you a whole fucking house, dude. And
Oh,
nice.
yeah, peach this out, so-
A gross house that he didn't want.
Yeah.
Right,
Yeah,
no,
true.
no, Wiz is like looking at him like, oh honey, you don't know who I am. Like, this is not how this works.
And
We're gonna have the
we
student
can
peach.
throw in some gold with that to help you fix up the place as a thank you.
Hell yeah.
Mhm. And
I
you could have
will-
somebody clean it up, right? She like looks to the charred body.
We want it to be a shining beacon of the community, of course.
He gets a little red in the face because he feels like he's getting, dragged along, and he's kind of in a rock and a hard place. Because
Wiz is like
obviously,
being completely genuine though. Like
We're-
she's being completely
we're-
genuine, like doe-eyed, like
We
none
tried
of
to take
this is
shithole
side-handed.
off his hand that he didn't want and is ruining his town to a degree. And he's trying to like shorthand us. Like, what?
I never said he was a good person.
Oh, we know.
We're
No, I'm
impatient.
just explaining why Warren feels no fucking shame.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he looks a little red-faced because he feels like he's stuck in between a rock and a hard place. And the captain of the guard looks at it as like, we would be happy to help you clean up a little bit. I have a few spare men that could probably help lift the extra, the heavier things out of the way, in the
dead
yard
weight.
and everything. If that is okay with you two.
I think we'd appreciate that.
It is the least we
Thank
can.
you.
It is the least we can do for the great help you have brought to Phandalin.
I should mention the bodies in
Alright
the
then.
pit.
Our business is concluded then.
They would have seen the bodies in the pit. They were showed it
Okay.
during the tour.
Yeah, they've seen everything.
Yes, well, and he straightens out his jacket, like that little like pull. Yes, I believe all business is done at this building. Let us go back to town hall. We'll get the documentation taken care of, and I'll have Gloria get your gold settled, and then you can talk with the captain about organizing to get this place cleaned up. And he starts to walk off.
Right, and Gloria's gonna be the one
Writing
writing the contract and
Whatnot,
whatnot, because it will be in writing,
right?
right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. Gloria sounds like a wonderful secretary. You should give her a raise.
Perhaps
Well-
we'll give her a raise.
And
You
with
do seem
that,
to calling her quite a bit, and she's just talking as they're walking out.
and with that,
She
we
seems
go
skilled.
to Belfie and Barsley.
Oh god. Okay.
If
She
you guys are
seems
to,
skilled. She is.
which will say at that point that Elsa has come back with your little bowls of ice cream. Here you go. She's looking as awkward as you guys are because she's like, I don't know how to deal with what the fuck is happening here.
Girl, same.
Person will take his ice
She hasn't
cream.
quite gotten the vibe of what's happening.
Belfie will also take her ice cream.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I'll just put this all on your tab and everything. Yeah, and she walks off.
Farsi will take a bite of his ice cream and just kind of relax. Take like a deep breath, just kind of. Ice cream. Yes, happiness, peace, calm, cooling down now.
Ah, yes. Delicious ice cream. Everything's fine.
Everything's great. And as he's calmed down now, he's gonna think, well, I should get to know her more. Where to start? And then he's gonna say, so, you mentioned your mother, and well, you know my father. Practically everyone does. But what about your father? You had one, correct?
Belfie looks a little taken aback, but she answers, yeah, I didn't get to know my father too long. I have little memory of him. He passed away when I was really little. But from what I know from my mother is that they met when they're out adventuring, and they became smitten, and he was a warlock himself, actually. Pretty powerful one from what I heard. Blah, 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 blah. Very kind man as well.
I see. I'm sorry for your loss.
It's fine. My mother said that he was very happy in his last days. He was just happy to have me around and play with me while he could.
That's good. Did you have any siblings?
No, I'm an only child.
Oh, interesting. Well, they both sound quite nice, and they sound like good people. I can see where you get your kindness from.
Thank you. My mother's she can be a bit rough, but overall, very, very sweet woman. She did her best in raising me after my father passed away. She encouraged my love for magic and tried her best to put me on the right path.
She sounds like a very intelligent woman as well.
Oh, indeed. She was top of her class, actually.
Really? You don't say.
Yeah, she's very well renowned from where I'm from. It's hard to live up to her, but I did my best.
Well, I think you're getting there quite quickly, in my opinion.
She blushes a little, and she's like, thank you, Bosley. It means a lot.
I do notice you read quite quickly. That's quite a talent.
Thank you. I've been that I can't word. Jesus Christ, bro. Words. I've been studying and reading a lot for most of my life, and especially since I wanted to catch up with her so fast, but I'm out here adventuring now. I don't know what to say. I'm gonna be real. Bleh. I spent a lot of my time studying, so reading fast and digesting context really fast has become my strong suit.
Quite. That's quite impressive.
She blushes a little and nods. What about you, Bosley? What about your siblings?
Oh, well.
You can tell her that on your next turn.
Shit.
Back to Hellfreak and Jill. So your time starts now. So a secret leader, you say? Besides the Black Spider, who is this?
We believe they are also related to a King Grolian?
I think it was just King Grohl.
King Grohl.
I have it as
Interesting.
Grolian as the long version.
Not sure I've heard that name before. Is there anything
We've-
else? Or, sorry, go ahead.
We've discovered that he's the one who took Gundren and Gundren's brothers as well.
I see.
It seems there was something within their possession that he wanted to get his hands on. Though you might have to look into that one yourself. She's not mentioning the map.
The, Sildar, you see his brow furrow. I think I know exactly what they were looking for. Damn it, I told him.
You told who what?
I told Gundren that the maps they found.
Maps to what?
To the mines. We chatted about this at the tavern,
Right.
if you recall.
Oh, yes, of course.
I told him it wasn't a good idea, and but that's neither here nor there. We can't do much about that now. What we can do is try to
Right.
find him.
True indeed.
Pray that he is still alive. He and his brothers.
Yes.
We'll look into it on our end, and I suppose we'll meet up at some point again.
Certainly, if the Lord's Alliance or the Harpers need our help, as the only representative of the Holy Justices in these lands, I offer my help, should you need anything at all.
Yes. I will keep that in mind. He looks to his others and he starts giving a couple orders. All right. I need you to make the copy of those names. If I can have, and then I need you two to still keep an eye out for Ayarno Albrick. We need to find him. Hopefully he can help us in this,
I'm sorry,
situation.
Iarno?
Yes,
Iarno?
He's the town mage. He's been missing for quite a while.
Oh, no. So he's dead.
Oh, he's dead, yes.
Iarno's dead? What do you mean he's dead?
He was
working.
with the Red Brands. I beat him with my book myself, and I pull out my Church of Tyr Bible.
His
Blood
Bible.
on it.
Let me
There's a little bit of blood on it.
He was working for the Red Brands. Are you sure?
He was organizing this entire group. Yes.
He ran the trafficking, all of that.
God damn it.
A scowl appears on Hellfreak's face, just like, you thought this guy was a good guy?
He was bad to the core.
God
He
said
used
so.
to work with us at one point. And he's been missing for some time. Well, now I know where he's been. He's been hiding out, organizing these red brands.
So shameful a traitor is.
At least
You're
the ones in this area.
Indeed. He was a member of the Lord's Alliance and he disappeared while exploring around Tresendar Manor.
That is where we found him.
Quite comfortable, I might add.
Bit of a fixer-upper.
He was Glassstaff. Then that must mean he was Glassstaff. That's who we knew was the leader of the Red Brands.
Who has that
Glass
staff, by the way?
staff.
Yeah, his literal staff of glass, the
Oh.
glass, the staff of defense or whatever it is.
Yeah,
Does
I'm
Wiz
pretty
still
sure
have
you
that?
or I have it. Yeah. It's one of us.
I think you have it, Wiz. I think Wiz has it.
Who would use a staff?
Magic user.
Well,
It's a magic staff.
Could
since
use it as a
you've
focus.
I was gonna offer this for your help, because I was going to look for you. But since you've taken care of the Red Brand threat and inadvertently helped me find Iarno, and he holds out a pouch for you all. Here.
Oh,
I graciously accept it with 2 hands.
You went on this quest without even me having to ask you.
It was only
I
the
greatly
right thing to do.
I greatly appreciate it.
we've been a little busy here in Phandalin.
Yes. You are all great people in your party. If you ever would like to join the Lord's Alliance, we'd be happy to have you on our side.
I'll pass your message along.
And with that, we go back to Wisteria and Warren.
Dun dun dun.
So, Wisteria, Warren, you, the town master, and the town's guard are making your way back from Tresdor Manor. Is there anything you'd like to say or do on your way back to the town master's hall? Or are we going in silence again? Make it.
While you're deciding, how much is in that sack?
You find
Right.
there's 200 gold.
Ooh,
Ooh.
alright.
I don't know. I don't have anything. Bunny?
I think Warren would maybe just discuss with Whis what they plan to do with the manor.
Oh yeah, they could be
Awesome,
talking about
but-
that.
Yeah.
You know, once it's cleaned up, where she wants to move a couple of things, whose room should be what to do with the cellar. They're definitely getting rid of the cages.
Yeah. Token resistance from Warren. Good place to keep prisoners, but he gives up easily.
Okay, we can keep one. That's fine.
I mean, we could throw him in a pit.
I mean, unless you want to kill everyone we come across. Political prisoner would be useful.
You make a fair point. No need to bargain.
Saying.
We could definitely expand the armory as well. Knock down that wall.
Not yeah, keep one of the prisons and knock down the wall for the other. Would be nice.
I don't know what to do about that pit though.
We can fill it in as needed. If needed.
The magical properties are interesting, but I'm afraid one of us is going to get drunk and trip down it at some point.
I mean we could set up more secure bridges as well.
Oh yeah, those bridges are awful.
Worst case, we'll just have it filled in. Not too bad. I'm interested in setting up some security measures for the secondary entrance.
Oh? What are your thoughts?
Did Jill say out loud that she wanted to trap the forest?
Yes.
Can't remember. Okay.
Yes, she
so
did.
I like Jill's idea of trapping the forest to hell and back. Pretty good. Maybe only the surrounding area around our entrance.
Yes. That was what she
Right,
meant.
we are pretty close to the town. Don't want any.
Obviously.
She'll look at him kind of cheekily. Civilians wandering in.
Wouldn't want that. And I was thinking about potentially doing some sort of secure door for the actual entrance. I don't agree with simply collapsing it.
Mm.
I think having a secondary entrance and exit is pretty nice, both for discreet entrance and exit, and also emergencies.
Agreed. She's like noting all of this down, by the way. Thank you. You can just move. My tabletop's been acting weird.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah. And Jill and them are inside, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. So
Honestly, if we just want to put a heavy rock in front of it, we could do that. Better than nothing.
heavy rock.
Yeah, I did the math. Warren can lift 540 pounds.
Fuck.
What does that make? What do you mean you did the math?
I did the math.
What do you mean?
He can
Yeah,
lift
what does that
much.
mean?
You can fucking bench press like 4 of me.
Yeah, I did the math.
I mean,
What
to be
is
fair,
that? What does that mean?
When I
I
look at
did
it
my
this way,
strength score times 30. I can
Let's-
lift 540 pounds.
let's put
Each-
it this way: when I was 17, I could easily bench 205. Well, not bench. I could squat 205. So
No, this is with
Just
his
like
arms.
This is
Yeah.
with his
You can
arms.
yeah,
push
no,
it
but as
over his
like,
head.
but as like a reference,
I can
a
sit on his
17-year-old
biceps
who is
strength
like a
5'5"
bench.
and
times
120
strength time-
pounds.
Strength times 15 is carrying capacity. Lifting and dragging is double that.
Well, guess what? We got some perfect timing because as you enter the Townmaster Hall, it is now Belfie and Bardsley's turn again.
How about them siblings, buddy?
Yeah,
Let me
you're
tell you,
about-
sister. Barsley's gonna hold up for each finger of each sibling. He's gonna just think a moment. Well, there's my older brother, Lurin. He was quite smart, but mostly kind of out often. He wasn't home around very much, you know. My second oldest brother, Russell. You actually would get along quite well with him. He also, too, liked to read. He left quite a bit of his books, unfortunately, back at the house. I've been meaning to send those to him at some point. There's my third brother, Marcus.
Marcus. Out of character, out of character.
He was a bit of an odd boy, but he was quite funny. Mischievous at times, even. Then there's my sister, oh my god, I'm gonna butcher these names. Theasley. She was quite nice. Reminded me a lot of my mother. Then my other sister, Eleanor. Well, she was a bit troubled. Didn't really respect my parents very much. She kind of a rebel at times. But besides that, then there's my next brother, Aekius. Aekius. Mostly kept to himself, but also was a good lad. And then last but not least, my last brother, Reve. Well-mannered.
Curse you.
Sorry.
Also like to read a little bit, but mostly like to be outdoors more or less.
During you explaining all of your siblings, Belfie just nodded and with a smile and stuff. Oh wow, you have a lot of siblings, Bosley. Must have been a
up slightly. Well, believe it or not, my mother, she always wanted a big family, so, and my parents, from what little they told me, they were lovers at first sight, so they were quite active. Passionate.
They were saying they're fucking like bunnies.
yeah. Belfie gives a slight chuckle and she well, your house must have been very lively then.
Parsley's gonna kind of be his ear's gonna droop slightly, and he's gonna have his smile's gonna be a little weak. Well, to be honest, we were a little dysfunctional behind closed doors. But I don't want to trouble you with that.
Belfie's going to put her hand out and put it on top of one of Bardsley's hands and says, Bardsley, if you ever need to vent or anything, I'll always be here for you. I hope you know that.
His eyes widen and he looks at her hand, and hearing her say that, and that moment, his heart like skips a beat before he feels it like pounding roughly, and just nods as his cheeks are more puffed as he's blushing. Thank you, Buffy. I'll remember that.
Was that? That was Angel.
Yes.
Angel probably had to go. I did not see a thing.
Oh shit,
saying-
the time.
Oh, 10:30?
No, my Discord
They're
crashed.
back.
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
My shit crashed.
Uh-oh. Okay. Belfie nods and she pulls her hand away sheepishly a little bit.
He'll scratch the back of his neck a little shyly.
I totally blanked out at what the last part you said, Megan. I'm gonna be completely honest.
It's all
Scratches
good.
the
Just,
back of his neck, shyly.
yeah, just kind of after she lets go of his hand.
Yeah, she blushes. That's it. She blushes. These two little blushy babies.
As you guys are doing your little blushiness, Elsa kind of she's passing by. And as she's passing by, she kind of eavesdrops in, and then you see this look on her face.
No.
That looks like...
Is it? It's gonna be Anya. It's gonna be the Anya face. You know, it's close. You know what? It's similar.
Just kind of this knowing look like, I get it now, as she kind of chuckles and walks away to where she's heading towards.
Barsley is too naive to even notice.
Same. They're in their own like little world. It's like in like anime where it has like the pink kind of background radiating off of them, you know, with like all the flowers and sparkles, and everyone else is in the background.
The
like,
cute little bubble
so
hearts.
bright. Yeah, like so bright. What the fuck?
And with that, we are back. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
It's fine. I'll just ask when I get back.
All right. So we go over to the town hall, which, as your turn starts, Jill and Halfrick, you do notice that Wisteria, Warren, the town master, and the town's guard are walking through the door.
Damn it. Jill
I
wanted
just
to
think,
talk to
like,
the front desk lady.
Yeah, we
I
never
mean,
know.
you can still
rock.
talk to her.
True.
Without her boss there.
Big rock.
Warren, Wiz.
Ant-Man.
Fancy seeing you here.
I thought you went to talk to...
Oh,
We passed on our
Oh.
condolences.
Very nice.
We
Is there
told
anything
her
else
that
you
we
want?
would. We told her we'd make sure her husband's remains were delivered to the cemetery for her.
Yes.
Oh.
And also, we then fill in them about what everything. so
What?
far-
Yeah,
Yeah.
everything we heard.
You're now brought up to speed, and also you get handed 33 each. 33 gold each.
33 gold
33
each.
gold.
Oh. Nice.
Apparently, they were looking for the mage.
Yes, this ER.
Oh, well.
Seems everyone was quite surprised about his traitorousness.
Well,
Surprise.
you would be surprised, too, to have a close friend betray you like that and perform heinous deeds, as you described.
Mayor,
Indeed, there's a certain pot in the pits of Avernus for traitors, you know. Just kind of says casually.
Jill would call out to the mayor. Did you know this mage Yarno?
I knew he was part of the Lord's Alliance. And I did see his body. I'm sorry, Sildar. It does seem indeed that he did betray our trust.
It sounds to me like you don't know much about your town at all, Mr. Mayor.
Excuse me?
Wiz is gonna
did
put
I
a
s-
hand on Jill's shoulder.
Did I stutter?
Darling,
Yes.
may this wait after, and she'll look to the town master. We've received the deed for our new place. Then we can discuss other things, right?
Alright, I'll leave that to you guys then. Perhaps you can go back to his office.
Just immediately deflates.
I would say so. Gloria? Gloria? Ah, Gloria. If I can have you, round up the deeds to Tresendar Manor, we will be, giving it to this group as a thank you for taking care of the Red Brands. And a couple people, since his voice is a little booming in his command of Gloria, you see a couple of people that were like visiting the town master's hall, like kind of look in shock and then begin to whisper amongst each other, like, "Oh my gosh, they've taken care of the brand bats. Like, what's going on?" And some of them you can see kind of trying to like listen in a little bit. Yes.
We all watch and wait.
Yes,
Wait,
Mr.
Right,
Town-
like...
Yes, Mr. Townmaster, I will get that ready for you. And she scurries off and returns a couple minutes later, with a couple documents, and a ledger as well, that seems to hold the names and addresses of the citizens and like who lives where and all that.
Mhm.
Well, all right. Tresendar Manor. I, as Townmaster, hereby bequeath Tresendar Manor to your care. May you enjoy your stay here in Phandalin, and keep an eye on our city, as it seems you have come to do in the short time you've have been here.
I would ask you to amend that a bit. You say you're leaving its care to us. I think what you meant was you're leaving it in its entirety to us.
That's what that means, dear girl. And he looks over, he's gonna look over to Wisteria.
The devil
She-
is in the details, Mr. Mayor.
I don't quite like your tone, miss. I have given
give
you...
us
Quite like you.
I have given you the deed to this land, along with providing gold to renovate your manor. Now, with the way you have been chatting with me, I am starting to be disinclined to provide that other half of the deal.
So
Townmaster.
you're going back on your word?
With that, your time limit has actually gone off.
Aren't we combined with them now, though?
We don't get 10 minutes, bitch. It's just 5. It's 5 per scene.
Because now you're one group.
Yeah.
So now it's
Uh,
Barsley and Belfie again.
Now it is Barsley and Belfie.
Okay. His next question. He's gonna try to think of it. Then he's gonna think, well, what would I ask myself? And then he'll ask her, do you prefer home-cooked meals or meals at taverns?
Belfie thinks for a moment. I think I like home-cooked meals better. They're more, personalized and suit your taste more.
Yes, quite. Do you have a favorite dish?
Oh god. Shit.
I gotcha. No.
What's... what would it be called? It would just be... Okay. Would it be called that? Hold on. I need to see what it would be called.
What you thinking of?
Like... Is it...
Perhaps we can help.
Okay, yeah. her favorite. She basically says she likes something along the lines like a loaded baked potato chowder soup.
That's what it would be
Parsley
called
will
in this
not-
world too.
Would it? Okay, I wasn't sure if they would have called it a loaded baked potato.
Parsley will nod, retaining this information. I actually have a good recipe for one of those back home in my cookbook.
No, I also.
You also.
I don't know if I should do it. Oh lord.
Second.
She also mentions sometimes she likes some good buttered yams on the side.
Wow.
And the inside jokes officially start.
Yep, it has.
The buttered yams.
Buttered yams, you say?
Very sweet. Especially when there's some butter and a little salt sprinkled on it.
Even a little cinnamon, even. Yes, I am quite a fan of the yams myself.
Oh my god.
But yes, I have quite a few recipes on those. And his cheeks are gonna puff up a little as he blushes. Perhaps one day, I could invite you and the group to a dinner made personally myself.
I would love that. I bet your
Yes.
cooking tastes amazing, Bosley.
Well, I'm quite flattered. Thank you. I try. My mother did leave quite a few recipes, so that benefited a lot. Plus, there is plenty of room. We have, I was thinking about making a 7th room, actually, once I got back. And a back deck on top of that. But I'm sure it'll be in tip-top shape when you all come visit.
I look forward to seeing it then, Bosley.
Well, I'm glad you are. I was looking more forward to it. He's gonna stop a minute, and his ears are gonna droop slightly. I was looking forward to my family seeing the home repaired, but they rejected their invites before that. But that's fine. I'm here now, adventuring. So it all worked out in the end. I would be far too busy anyway.
Belfie looks a bit worried for him. Okay, Bosley. Who knows? Maybe they'll have a change of heart.
Yes, I do hope so one day. I'll be waiting.
She nods.
That's all I got.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real.
Then we can
We're
go
running
back
on fumes with these two.
if you'd like, I can stick with the other group until they're done. If you guys would like to put.
Is that okay with you, Meg?
I mean, yeah. I mean, if I think of something important, I'll be sure to, ding-a-ling.
Yes.
But otherwise,
Please pipe
Carry
up
on.
if you have something. Okay, so with that, we will go back to the other group. In response to, are you going back on your word? I am not going back on my word. I'm just letting you know that I do not appreciate coming here and awarding a generous award for your duties, what I will thank you again for, and immediately being chastised.
I would like to step in at this point and diffuse the situation and persuade him to calm down. Townmaster, my intense colleagues merely wish to make sure that there is no double crossing from anyone here. After all we've seen and been through in this town, and I assure you that if you are cooperative with us, we will be cooperative with you, and the town will very much thank you for our presence and all we've done for you.
Make a persuasion check.
And roll. And
Just to
what is
see how calmed down this gets him.
14.
14? Okay.
Yes.
He does take a deep breath. Right. Well, I do understand being a little suspicious, considering we did recently find out that Mr. Albrecht was a traitor in our midst. Like I said, and he will, since he is currently speaking with you, Hellfreak, he hands you the deed. You do get this home, and the amount of gold to help you renovate. Unfortunately, I cannot help you completely rebuild the building, but we can spare some expenses to assist. He straightens his jacket. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a festival to assist in preparing.
I give a
Sure,
slight bow.
You're gonna break him.
I'm not gonna break it.
And he, with a little bit of a hump, leaves to his office, his secretary Gloria following behind him. Well, I haven't seen the townmaster get that hot under the collar in quite some time.
Makes me think maybe I'm pushing the right buttons.
I think he's just an anxious old man.
Who needs to retire?
That's not our business, Joe.
Well, if we're gonna make this our main... What is it? Well, if we're gonna operate out of this town, it'd be better if its leadership was competent.
Sildar's gonna
He
look
will
at
get
you,
what he
Jill.
deserves.
Sildar's gonna look at you, Jill. Like, well, I do agree that it's good to have competent leadership. I would suggest being a little more gracious in certain parts. He did just award you a home, and probably a decent amount of gold to help you. It is best, while he is still in power, not to rile him up. While you may not agree with him, he is still the one in charge of Phandalin at this moment in time.
Well, we'll see how long that lasts.
I would
Maybe
also
not long.
suggest, if you plan a coup, not to discuss it in public, especially in a townmaster's hall.
Would never.
Us? No.
Insight. He's gonna insight check that to see if that is a like you actually would never, or that was sarcastic.
Okay.
Just because of the way that was said. If you are deceiving, go ahead and roll for deception. Or if you don't give a shit, you don't have to roll.
Are you?
15.
15. He rolled a 17. So was
Shit.
that sarcastic, or
She wouldn't physically harm him. It's not what she intended at all.
well, a
Not
coup
here,
doesn't
no.
necessarily mean physical harm. It's more like overthrow the government.
Not as such. It was more just like she'd ask questions here or there. She wouldn't try to force any opinions.
Oh yes,
Okay.
the old I'm just asking questions defense.
Yes, exactly.
He's gonna side eye you a little bit and just be like, "I'm just giving you advice, friend. It's better to keep discussions like this out of the townmaster's hall, maybe a little bit in private, from my own experience."
Very well.
Well, I
But-
believe our business here. Well,
But on happier news, you have a home of your own now.
yes, indeed.
I've examined Tressendor Manor before. It's kind of hard to miss while being on the hillside above the city. It'll be a little bit of work, but I'm sure that with that work, you'll be able to make a fine home out of it. A base of operations for your little group.
Have you been inside the manor?
I have not, but I do see that it's quite a large building. I was a little surprised to hear that the Red Brands were there, but I'm assuming they must have found a way, considering the, you guys told them about the underground stuff, correct?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes and no.
we mentioned there's a cellar. That's about
We
it.
didn't tell them about one of the entrances.
Yeah. Well, he
Yeah,
just
the-
knows there's more space underneath the house.
Right, yeah.
Right,
There's a
yeah.
whole ass fucking intricate system down there.
With that system down there of rooms and whatnot, it's now knowing it's there, it's not surprising. Good place to hide. Very unexpected. Nobody's gonna to suspect a big group of people living in a rundown manor like that.
Well, we did.
And it's a good thing you did too. If there's any other help you'd all like, and as I was telling your friends here, if you ever consider joining the Lord's Alliance, we would be most happy to have you at our side.
Jill looks towards Whis
And Warren.
to see if there's any sort of interest in her face.
Wiss is finishing the last couple of pages in the
Jill will
alchemist
reiterate.
book.
I'll let the rest of our company know about the offer.
And of course, no rush on an answer. Just an offer I'd like to put out there.
Warren looks vaguely interested.
Mm.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a couple of duties to take care of. And I see you have 2 missing, so I'm sure you would like to meet back up with your party. So, have a good rest of your day, and I hope tomorrow you enjoy the Summer Solstice Festival. And with that, he will begin to head out.
They say their goodbyes.
They say their goodbyes. His fellow people, the Harpers, with him, leave the building to go through their respective chests.
Interesting. The Harpers are
What would
here.
that even... What would joining that alliance thing even entail?
Is that a question for me or for them?
He's asking them. Because he looked interested, but he hasn't been told what the fuck that is.
I don't
he
even know
doesn't
who
have-
this lord is.
Lord's Alliance. I mean, M vaguely recalled it for me, so can we tell Warren? Pretend that pretend that Hellfreak is telling Warren.
Yes, all right. So, the Lord's Alliance. I gotta relook it up now.
You told me. I already know what it is, but for everybody else, why don't you just go ahead and share the info with them too?
While they're doing that, Wiss is gonna go chat with Gloria about their paperwork, but we don't have to RP that. I'm just making sure.
Yeah, you and I can chat about that later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, Lord's Alliance, also known as Council of Lords, is a partnership of merchant cities founded in the early 14th century. Members were from the Sword Coast, the North and Western Heartlands.
Big
Considering who you ask, they're considered either a strong coalition or unsteady pact of political powers. I wish there was like a short fucking summary. Here's a short answer. The Lord's Alliance ensure the safety and prosperity of civilized Faerun by standing united against the forces that threaten civilization.
So it's like a
Of course,
federalized coalition.
there's some politics involved, I would
Yeah.
imagine.
They
the cops.
proactively eliminate such threats by any means, fighting with pride for the glory and security of their people
So
and for
they're
the
kind of like
lords
the
who rule
UN.
over them.
Are they kind of like the UN then?
The UN, if the UN went and was just like,
United
"Alright,
Nations.
we're gonna..."
Like our United Nations.
Yeah, I know what the UN... Don't worry, I know what the UN is. The UN, if the UN was just like, "Alright, let's go slay a bunch of people that are being bitches."
Right.
Instead of sitting and being like, "We are going to talk peace and figure out the things."
They
And
just
like the-
immediately
They're
commit
like
genocide.
the U.S. Army. Yeah, that's that. Yeah,
They're
and they do
us.
commit genocide sometimes. You know.
You know?
I like these people. Hold on.
No, bunny.
No. Absolutely not.
Bad
Warren
bunny.
likes this.
Absolutely not.
Warren's a fan.
No, it's very
Was
one-sided.
just like, but then you're, contracted to them and have to do what they say.
You have to service their interests.
You're allied with the alliance.
No, thank you.
Whis and Jill prefer to be neutral, generally speaking.
I know what my interests are.
Unless you want to throw
Money.
a coup.
True, yeah.
Unless you want the power, in which case,
Yeah.
Jill doesn't want power, she just wants someone competent in power.
Oh yeah, who would that be? Nobody around. Guess that's me.
Gloria!
Darn.
Gloria. We
Either
don't know anything
Yeah.
about Gloria, but
The front desk lady,
Gloria.
which is why I said she's asking questions.
By throwing the coup, the power is still handed to you. Because you just threw a fucking coup, and you could do it again.
Yeah, pretty much.
By throwing the coup, you are automatically putting yourself in power, even if you have a, puppet head.
Well, I mean, yes, to an extent, but like it depends
Parsley
on how
and
involved she
Sophie.
stays after that.
dun dun dun. I'm pretty
She
sure it's
really
my
just
turn.
doesn't like. She
Yeah.
really doesn't like the current asshole in charge.
He sucks.
And it
He
wouldn't
got
be-
my vote.
And it wouldn't be a coup, it would be an assassination.
And she's
Well,
not gonna kill him.
Well,
Fuck's
the only way
sake.
to do it unpublicly is to kill him, make sure no one knows, and then automatically have the next in line show up.
Now,
That's
hold
how
on.
you avoid.
We could
That's
still
not how
find
she would
evidence
handle it,
of
though.
treason.
That's why I'm
Yeah.
saying it's not a
Can I
coup
turn-
as
can I-
such.
Can I tune back into my rom-com, please?
What?
She wants to watch Barsley and
it's
Belfast.
more like-
It's Barsley and
Oh.
Belfie's turn.
I was
It's Barsley.
confused, like,
call
what are you talking about?
you call like
Turn.
awkward
Bunny.
rom-com.
Bunny, focus.
I thought we were just
Funny
gonna go
focus.
until we were done here.
No, we have a time limit.
No,
I-
Emily said.
We didn't. We were pretty much like gonna let you guys have the floor unless something important we think of we would interrupt. But otherwise, we good. You good? You good, Mag?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what
then
we're
yeah.
doing, because
All right, now
Megan
you
and
can
Maggie,
continue.
Megan and
Just
Maggie
wanted
were
to
like,
check in.
"Uh,
That's what we were doing before.
This is a weird conversation, anyways. I'm walking out. Bye.
But anyways, I think we're I think we're done here for now.
I'm getting that. I'm working on that.
We're getting close to ending. Actually, we should probably just end here. Yeah.
How
Meet
much
up
did
at the
we do?
inn.
Gold, we don't know yet.
yeah, I was gonna let you guys
Oh,
meet
we
up
don't.
at
Depends.
the
Do you
reunite
guys
with
want
the
to keep
others.
And
at
look
the
at
end.
the.
Yeah, we should
Whis,
probably
no,
link
Whis
back
is
up.
writing it up right now with Gloria.
Yeah. Well,
He-
Well, you guys can handle that like outside of game, because it's not going to be like you're not going to do the negotiations like
I don't.
here.
I don't even know what negotiations are. He gave us the deed and already said that you get money, and we don't know what that is yet, and it's all written down already.
Oh,
I don't know.
it's not written down yet. That's what
We don't
Whis
know
and
how much
Gloria are
money
doing.
yet.
But yeah, no, we're not gonna do that in game.
So, like I said, we'll just go to the inn and end session.
okay. The four of you.
M?
Can you
It's
not hear me?
11.
No,
Now we can.
No.
You can't hear me? Hello?
I can
Well,
hear
now
you
we
now.
hear you,
Now
Now we
can
can.
hear you.
You were
Okay.
out for a while.
Well,
Yeah, you
shit.
hadn't talked for a minute.
Well, I mean, I just started talking like a couple seconds ago. Okay, so if that is what you like to do, you all make your way back to the inn, and as you enter in, you do see these two being awkwardly adorable.
I can't handle this right now.
They all just kind of like wink or finger gun on their way to the stairs.
There he is.
Wiss is pulling a bottle from their case, I'll have you know.
Yeah.
Jill
Warren
will
would be,
join them.
waving his hand to grab one.
Yep.
Jill will join them in the drinking this time, since they don't have work tomorrow.
Yeah, and as you all go to do your respective things, we will end session there. Hello.
I like how Warren walks in, and the sight of Barsley and Belfie drives him to drink.
He's like, no.
He's like,
I
oh,
can't do
young
this."
love. Gross.
Damn.
Damn.
I can't watch this kid do this.
What's supposed to mean?
So fucking awkward, dude.
He's
I'm
like, get some
sorry.
fucking game, bro.
If Warren had watched
Love.
everything, he would have fucking he would dude, he'd had his perception of Barsley would have changed.
What?
Listen, we're literally watching a couple of virgins flirt with each other, alright? It's
Wait,
not
now,
going
hold
to be
on
fun.
now.
He hates it.
Actually,
He hates it.
You're making a lot of
About that.
assumptions.
Essentially.
Barsley ain't a virgin.
They're
Sorry, y'all.
basically
Hate to break it to you.
inexperienced in general.
Listen, you can be shy
Nah.
and experienced.
He is. I will say he is experienced. I've read it.
Ah.
What?
Jesus Christ.
It's a long
God
time.
damn.
Barsley
with-
was a bit of a man-ho back in the day.
All right, and with that, we're gonna end the recording. We'll see you next time. Same bad
my
time,
God.
same bad channel. Until then, bye bye, bye bye, bye bye.
Oh, good
See you
heavens.
soon.